just wanna.
Touchdown! And the kick is blocked! Appalachian State has stunned the touchdown Raiders with a second to go. Still alive. They have it off to Johnson. Boise State has won the Tostitos. He's going for the ball.
Let's try this again. Thank you very much for letting me know that I was on mute. Welcome back to the Red 5478 YouTube channel. My name is Red. I'm the man behind the voice. And we are, there's a bit of an echo. I don't know how. At all. Let me, yeah, that was good. So, yeah, we're back. Let's talk a little bit about this game. It's just you. Got it. All right. So let's talk about this. I gave the Red Army a choice tonight. We could either wait until 9 to do Oregon versus Minnesota, or we can go live now, 7:30, and do Clemson versus Louisville. The Red Army chose Clemson versus Louisville, so here we are. Now, a couple of things about this game. Number one, Clemson, they are not in the position we thought they were going to be in come week 12, and it's very clear that they are on life support with their season. Fuck. The loss tonight would put their bowl aspirations on death's door. And don't get me wrong, I think that could very well happen. Louisville, on the other hand, they're trying to recover from an absolutely devastating loss to Cal last week, which has all but taken them out of the ACC title race for the time being, depending on how much more fuckery we have in the ACC. If Louisville loses tonight, it's game over for them completely. If they win, they maintain some semblance of hope, but they are going to need a lot of help, and I cannot promise that they're going to get it. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck is Epps at. He'll show up eventually. Now, YouTube TV and ESPN are still at each other's throats, so you know what that means? My TV is not going to be working very well because I'm forced to use the ESPN app, which, as a lot of people have said, has really bad buffering issues. I literally pay for the best Wi-Fi I can get my hands on, so that way my streams on my end are perfectly clear and stable. Yet you fuckers at ESPN can't seem to make a competent streaming platform to save your goddamn lives. You get one too many people in there, it's fucked. So yeah, that is how we're going to try to do this. We're going to fly by the seat of our pants tonight. We're not going to take this too seriously because, quite frankly, this isn't one of those games that should be taken too seriously. And we're just going to have some fun. Yeah. By the way, if you are watching this on Shorts, hi. First time we've ever done this on YouTube Shorts. It's an experiment. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if it is I don't know if it's going to be any good, but if it works out, who knows? We might actually take this to the TikTok channel as well, which, yes, I am on TikTok. Red5478. Look it up on TikTok. We haven't made a ton of shorts there yet, but I'm there. When I'm got some free time, I take some clips from videos that I've made and put them on the TikTok to, do that. So, you know what, man? I don't know who watches YouTube Shorts live, but if people do, fucking hey, mazel tov. And I am so lagged at this point on ESPN. This is going to piss me off. We are so far behind already because I haven't even begun the game yet on my TV and the scoreboard's ahead. So now I got to restart the damn TV. And I guess we're going to be shitting on ESPN for the next 3 hours because this is fucking terrible. How the fuck does anybody watch this shit on ESPN on their app? Hey, Kevin, good to see you again. Happy to be here. If you want to get your comment highlighted on stream, feel free to make a donation. Any amount will do. It'll support the channel and help pay for the fucking ESPN app that I dropped for $30 on. Yeah. Let's try this again. I don't know why it's so slow. I guess too many people are trying to watch it at the same time. That's probably why. There we go. And now my fucking TV is completely glitching out. Okay. I don't know what's happening. It's apparently 2nd and 17 Clemson ball, and I don't know what the fuck's happening because everything's gone broken on the ESPN app. Literally nothing is working. Yeah, 3rd and 7. I don't know what happened, but 3rd and 7. Woo! 3rd and 7. Yeah, it's 3rd and 7, guys. Can you believe it? 3rd and 7. Who the fuck knows? I don't. My TV's not even turning on now. What the fuck? Even my TV's like, nah, dude, I'm out. I quit. Are you fucking serious right now? What the fuck's going on? Is everything busted? There we go. Damn. My TV's like, nah, bro, I'm not doing this shit. It wouldn't turn on. Genuinely, it would not turn on. Oh, God. No, I'll be able to get this up here in a second. Just hold on. I got to back up just in case. I don't want to do it, but I might just have to watch it on my phone and stream, which is not ideal, but we'll keep trying. All right, watch live. It seems to be working now. It's a little bit faster. They might have had to change some shit. That's on the local North Dakota ABC station. So that's good. Probably because they had nothing else to show tonight, huh? All right, we're back. And they went for it and they got it. Yep, on 4th and 1, Clemson went for it and they got it starting off early. And we're buffering again. Are you fucking kidding me? ESPN? How are we? Do I need to like set my TV to 480p or something to enjoy a fucking football game? This is beyond ridiculous. But hey, money talks, bullshit walks, right, guys? Right? This is a bullshit. All right, finally, some fucking football. 1st and 10. Clemson is on their own 49-yard line, so they're at midfield. Klubnik back to pass. He throws it off to his left side. It's going to be caught for a 1st down. And it appears that they are driving. Clemson, again, they come into the game 4 and 5. Louisville 7 and 2. God. Unfucking believable. But it's working now, so I guess they heard me and got their shit together. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, snap, Klubnik. They're going to do a jet sweep to the outside, and he's going to get all the way out to about the 35-yard line. Going to be 2nd down coming up here for the Tigers. 11 minutes to go already in this one. You sail the 7 seas. God love you. Doing the man's work right there. All righty. So, 2nd and 5 from the 35 for Clemson. Klubnik sends a man in motion. Snap. Klubnik back to pass. Throws over the middle. It is caught. It's going to be down at about the 20, inside the 15. Going to down him at the 15-yard line. First and 10 coming up for Duke. And we got drinks. We got drinks tonight. A little Angry Orchard does the soul good. All right. Klubnik throws to his left, and they're going to get out to about the 8-yard line where he'll be shoved out of bounds. Davidson on the reception there. And there's a guy whistling on the stream non-fucking stop. This guy's like, I can't fucking. Like he's calling a fucking dog or something, man. Shut the fuck up. You're lucky I don't listen to the audio that much to do this shit. I'm not in a good mood. 2nd and 3 from the 8-yard line. Direct snap to the running back, actually, and he's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Went fucking nowhere. 3rd down coming up from the 10-yard line. Duke will win the ACC and Vanderbilt, last team in the college football playoff. That is a doomsday scenario that would just absolutely kill everybody. That would wreck the ACC. God knows how much. And I just realized my backgrounds are not correct. I still had on the FBS report. God damn it. All right, here we go. 3rd and 5 from the 10-yard line. Clemson trying to get a touchdown early, and Dabo calls a timeout. Dabo Sweeney calls a timeout. Has no idea what the fuck his offense is trying to do. Where the heck do I get the local North Dakota ABC station, but also the Chicago ABC station? I don't even live anywhere near Chicago. Dude, I don't fucking know. Take it up with Disney. They're doing a lot of stupid shit these days, like fighting with YouTube TV. Oh, by the way, they said today that they are prepared to take the fight as long as possible to get their way with YouTube TV, and that YouTube TV is being hurt vastly more than ESPN or Disney is, which I would just like to say, go fuck yourselves. Who gives a shit? Give us our sports back, you dumb fucks. Greedy ass fucking billionaires. God damn it. Eat the rich, they say. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't think rich people are bad. I just think bad things happen from a lot of rich people. Just saying. This is the kind of bullshit that just absolutely chaps my ass. And I wonder why piracy. Piracy, officially by law, I do not endorse piracy. But it is the most democratic way to watch your shit. No, I would use the 7 Cs if I could, but I don't want to deal with the malware, and there's just too much kind of bullshit online. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not the most technologically literate son of a bitch to exist, as you guys well know. So, we make do here with what we got. You're a pirate? Arg. That's so fucking dumb. Why is Megan Trainor doing a State Farm commercial ad in 2025? Because music doesn't pay as much as it used to, thanks to streaming. You want the real answer? That's why. When Spotify and YouTube Music got big, then the music industry kind of lost a lot of its revenue. Yeah, I know. I heard that the other day in a video. When streaming started to replace cable initially, piracy was down because it was a lot cheaper than cable. And now I struggle to find a service if you want to be a sports fan, at least. Again, if for sports fans, I struggle to understand how what we do now is cheaper than cable. Like, genuinely, I struggle with that. But, hey, it's just the world we live in. Back from commercial now, 3rd and 5 coming up for Clemson. They are on a 10-play drive. And has gone 65 yards downfield. They're almost to the promised land. They just need to get 10 yards to get in there. But first, they need to get this first down on 3rd and 5. Glovneck, man, going back and forth in motion. And snap. Looks to his left. Dumps it off to his check down, and he drops it. He fucking dropped the ball. Good fucking God, you're terrible at your job. Randall dropped the pass. Right there in the hands. And dropped the shit. Goddamn. That was one of the easier catches you could make in your life. So, I mean.
What the f*** was that?
Deserves that. Absolutely. That was an awful drop. So, Clemson has to settle for a field goal here. Should be a 27-yard chip shot for the kicker. Snap down, kick on the way. Clear through the middle. Yeah. So, I mean, piracy is piracy. It is what it is. It's against the law for people to stream it, but it's not against the law for people to consume it. That's the fun part about it. So far as I know, it's not illegal for people to consume pirated material. It's only illegal to host it. Because how the fuck are you going to stop billions of humans from pirating material? You can't. And you shut down the people that announce it, but that's it. They announced the guest picker for College Game Day. I wish it would be urine entry, but no, they have not. Not to my knowledge. Who the fuck's famous and from Pittsburgh? Are they going to put like Skeens in there from the Pirates? That's my best guess. Maybe the bus, Jerome Bettis. Ditka? That's not a bad pick. Well, he's more Chicago, isn't he? Roethlisberger? God. Ugh. Anybody but Big Ben, please. Spare me. Made my life a living hell. They did not reach a deal. Ain't no fucking way they reached a deal. Oh, they fucking did! Just got my notification from The Athletic. Breaking news, YouTube TV and Disney have reached a deal to restore access to ESPN after a 2-week standoff. Fuck you, ESPN. I'm going to YouTube TV. Go fuck yourself. Yep. ESPN should be back on YouTube TV. I would guess relatively quick. Let's see if it's there. Let's see if it's there. Not yet. Not yet. It looks like it just... Oh, it's there! It's back! It is back. Oh, wait a minute. Playback error. Oh, those fuckers, they got me good. God damn it. All right. Well, oh well. I guess we have to settle for... God, this is like kissing your cousin or something. I don't even fucking know. I don't know who cracked. We'll find out based on whoever increases their streaming service price. If I had to guess, it'd probably be YouTube TV that finally caved. Because the Mighty Mouse just did not give a fuck. But if YouTube TV, if Disney actually caved, oh, buddy, the memes are going to be glorious. They will be fucking glorious if YouTube TV actually won the standoff. First one to blink loses, and they blinked. I'm willing to bet that. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Disney did cave because they were losing so much goddamn money from not being on. But then again, they were probably willing to hold out as long as they could. The two biggest media giants. God damn it. I'm just pissed that we had to deal with this for 2 weeks in the middle of the fucking football season. You couldn't have done this in the middle of summer, you sons of bitches. Had to do it now. Fuck off. Disney was getting pressured by the SEC. Oh, shit. No way. 2nd and 8 now, by the way. Louisville's got the ball. Let's see here. I'm gonna go on X. I'm gonna figure this shit out because oh shit, wait a minute. There's some more breaking news. Speaking of Disney, Disney has secured the media rights to the NCAA men's and women's basketball tournaments beginning in 2029. Turner Sports and CBS have lost March Madness to ESPN and Disney. Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy fucking shit. Now ESPN has to air both the men's and the women's March Madness at the same time. I'm looking at it right here. Let me just double check to make sure that this is correct. I need somebody to verify this. Handoff at the middle for Louisville on 2nd and 21 after a holding penalty. No, hold up. No. Hold up. Hold it. I'm only looking at one source here, and I thought this dude was fucking official, but I don't think he is. Third and long, pass to the left side. It's going to be brought out to the 25-yard line, but that's it. That's where the drive dies. We're going to have to punt. Scott Hughes, who's a credentialed men's basketball reporter. I guess it's legit. I don't see any other news about it, but I'm guessing that that's legit. Fucking shit. All right, 4th and 8. God, that's huge. CBS has had March Madness since fucking forever. I think as long as March Madness has been like seriously considered for television, CBS has had it. What the fuck does CBS even have now? Punt, by the way, was defielded at the other 25-yard line. Does CBS have anything left besides Big Ten? Like they can't. They don't even have. They don't have shit anymore. They're getting screwed. Fuck, they ought to get some. I'd say they ought to take on some Pac-12 football, but Jesus. Oh no, it's a hoax. Where the fuck did he get his information from then? Thank you, Big Red Fro. I appreciate it, but yeah, I couldn't find any other sources confirming it. So thank you. Well, if it's a made-up account, then that's fucking ridiculous, honestly. All right, so last week I got Centelled. This week I got Scott Hughes. No, the college football playoff is on ESPN and Turner. It's on TNT and TBS as well through a media rights sharing agreement with them. So no, the college football playoff is not exclusive to ESPN. They share streaming. They share TV rights with TBS and Turner, but that's because TBS and Turner pay them to broadcast it on their platform. Okay, let me look up what the fuck Shefty said, because I don't. Ever since it got sent out last week, like I can't tell who the fuck is real anymore. All right. So by the way, the agreement with YouTube TV, Disney, and ESPN is that this is going to be a multi-year agreement. Yeah, so it's being restored immediately. They should have it fully restored here before the end of the night, so everybody can watch their shit tomorrow. And the Scott Hughes tweet was indeed a fake. So I'm sorry for alarming everybody. Big Red Fro did the research. I could not, and confirmed that it is indeed not going away. Turner has the March Madness locked up until 2032. So there you go. Clemson and Cardinals, I'm here for red sarcasm. These two teams need to be punted into the sun. Well, Clemson does, yeah. I don't know if Louisville really deserves it. I think Louisville. Let's be honest here about Louisville for a minute, okay? They're not like world beaters. They're not terrible, though. Could be a lot worse. I mean, what the hell has Louisville ever done to piss anybody off? They gave us Lamar Jackson. That ain't terrible. Yeah, I mean, here's what I don't like about the way things have gone for streaming right now. Okay? thanks to the way when I was a kid, and I'm going to sound real fucking old when I say this, but when I was a kid, it was incredibly easy to watch your baseball team or your football team or your basketball team or your hockey team because of the regional sports network motto. Yeah, my parents had to pay an extra fee to the cable company, but it wasn't like expensive. It was like an extra like what, $3, $4, $5 a month on top of your cable package. Big Killer with the $2 says, "Go Irish." They got a huge game tomorrow against Pitt. Thank you, Big Killer, for the $2. I appreciate you very much. 1st and 10 for Clemson at the 25. Klubnik's going to hand the ball off at the middle. He can go fucking shit. Well, I actually got 4 yards out of it. That's not terrible. And now, instead of a cable or regional sports networks that give you easy access, everything's streaming and it's all broken up by different companies. Like, let me just be clear about one thing. I am a Cincinnati Reds fan. I mean, duh. But I haven't been able to watch the Reds in 4 years on live television because I refuse to pay $20 a month for another streaming service. Klubnik throws over to the right side. It's going to be caught just past the 35-yard line. It's enough for a first down as Clemson is starting to move again. And so far, they're looking like the superior team. How far can IU go? Dude, I think they're going to go undefeated. I can see that. Now, the real test will be when they play in the Big Ten title game against Ohio State because, I mean, it's going to be Ohio State at this point, I would imagine. All right, so 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line for Clemson. Snap, Klubnik, back to pass, looks to his left, gets swarmed, throws it deep. He's got a man open with a step, and they're going to call it incomplete. No flags. And TJ Moore was the intended target, and he's hurt. He is down on the ground. Shit. You hate to see that. NJ Nicolay with the $2 says, "Towards therapy when Indiana makes the natty, JK." Yeah. I mean, I don't think it would be an awful event in college football if Indiana was actually good enough to make it to the national championship. I mean, like, when was the last time? Let me ask you guys shut the fuck up, Siri. Let me ask you guys a question. When was the last time that a college football team became an actual dynasty? Thank you, NJ, for the $2. Like, genuinely, when was the last time a football team became like a true dynasty that was brand new, that was not like from out of nowhere? And I'm not talking about like Clemson, because Clemson's always hung around and they've always kind of been there, but they've never really been like, I would say, not considered. I don't think they've ever been considered like mid. They had some bad times in the late 2000s, sure, before Dabo came in. Yeah, Big Red Fro said it all right there. Miami in the 1980s was the last program to really become a power from nowhere. Florida State won like a couple of natties in the 90s. That they don't count. 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line. Klubnik dumps it off to his left side quick. He's going to scramble out to about the 40-yard line and drag himself to about the 44. I'm talking about a team that literally has not done shit their entire history. Literally their entire history. And then suddenly they are a power. Miami in the 1980s was really the last time you saw it. Oregon was almost that in the 2000s and 2010s, but the BCS and their own stupidity on defense fucked them over. Otherwise, there's really not been anybody. So dare I say, what the fuck does anybody have against Indiana potentially winning a national title? I'm a Buckeye fan. I have nothing against that. I don't want to lose to them in the Big Ten title to make that happen. Absolutely not. But let's say we won the Big Ten title. Somebody else knocks us off on the way and Indiana somehow wins it. Who the fuck would be mad at that? I think that would be an accomplishment. It would be a sign of parity in college football that the creme de la creme is finally starting to get mixed in with the rest of the teams. 3rd down play didn't go well, by the way. Louisville lines up to punt in his Clemson lines up to punt, 4th and 4. Kick is away. And it'll be fair caught at about the 12-yard line. Yeah, so I was sending a message that basketball. No, you're missing the point, Big Red Fro. It's NIL and it's the transfer portal. That's the message that's been sent. Schools that wish to invest funds into their football programs can do wonderful things if they get the right people in leadership to do it. Indiana got Kurt Cignetti, and they got a fucking steal with Kurt Cignetti. As there's a handoff up the middle to up the 17 or 18-yard line. We'll get a flag down. See what the call is on the field. And players are pointing at Clemson. It might just be on the Tigers. Personal foul. Hands to the face on the defense. That's going to be an automatic first down from where the spot of the ball was. So Louisville gets a kick in the ass and our first actual drive downfield of the game. Starting to move. Maybe Baylor? No, maybe not. Sorry, Andrew. I know you donated, and I got onto a bit of a linchpin there, so hang on a second. Andrew Cobb with the $5. What's up, Red? What are your thoughts on Clemson's future? Let me answer after this play here. Snap. Back to throw is Moss. Throws over the middle. It's going to be caught for a first down. He's going to be brought down at about the 50, dead center of the field. 1st and 10 Louisville. I think Clemson's in trouble. I think they're in a lot more trouble than people are letting on. Louisville's going to hurry up here, so see what they do here. Moss back to pass again on 1st and 10. Throws it to his left side to the running back, and he's going to get brought down for a 2-yard loss. 2nd down coming up here. I think they're in a fuck ton of trouble. And the reason why is because Dabo's slow adjustment to the new era of college football with NIL and the portal has really fucked him over. In college football, I've said this before in a few videos and a few live streams, but it's adapt or die. The coaches and the schools that adapt to the new landscape of college football have success. Indiana. The schools that don't, die. Clemson. They're on life support, I think. Moss throws over the middle, and I don't know how, but the wide receiver caught that in traffic, and it's another first down for Louisville. They got some shit going here. Thank you very much, Andrew Cobb, with the $5. Again, if you guys want to get your comments highlighted, feel free to make a donation. Any amount will do. Yeah. Dabo, you see all these coaches getting fired this season, and it's not because, they suck. It's because they didn't adjust to the new landscape as Moss has thrown it again to his left side, and he's going to be down at about the 34, they're going to call it at. And 2nd down coming up here. I mean, James Franklin, Brian Kelly, a couple years ago, Jimbo Fisher, Nick Saban resigned a couple years ago. I mean, what do all those coaches have in common? They've been in the game for a long time. What else do they all have in common? They fucking hated NIL. They fucking hated how the transfer system turned into. Ohio State got fortunate that they got Ryan Day at the right time where the NIL and the transfer shit was really beginning, and they fully embraced it. As a wide receiver screen completely fails for Louisville, and it's going to be 3rd and 6 coming up. Why is Dabo dying on this hill? Stubbornness. His own stubbornness. The greatest head coaches in all of history, out of all the great head coaches, 95% of them are stubborn asses, and they will not change their ways. The 5% become legends. And in that 5%, you have guys like Woody Hayes, Bo Schembechler, and Nick Saban and others. Nick Saban, however, admitted when he was over the hill and got out of the game. Moss, he's running out of time. He's getting flooded in the backfield. He's cleared some space. He's still looking, trying to make a man miss, just trying to get something going. And he finally gets brought down for a 2-yard gain, and it's 4th down. Just nobody was getting open at all. Yeah. Woody Hayes coached a completely different era. I'll say this. I don't think if Woody Hayes was coaching today that he would do very well. I'm not saying that because of the style of coaching he was. I'm saying that because of the type of football culture we have now. That son of a bitch, that hard-nosed son of a bitch would not do well in today's college football because of NIL and the transfers. Field goal attempt is up, and it is good. We got a tie ball game in Louisville. So, what do you have? Stroke down 2 years. God damn, that's brutal. You're not wrong, though. Brian Kelly's another example of coaches that were way past their prime, and they could not keep up with the current landscape of college football. Like, genuinely, he couldn't. I think what's going to happen is you're going to see a lot of these coaches. People are going to be like, oh, I wonder how many of these guys will have head coaching jobs next year. Maybe one. James Franklin might have a head coaching job somewhere next year. Billy Napier just got hired by Georgia to be a scouting assistant. Brian Kelly's going to wind up being an offensive coordinator for somebody. Mike Gundy, same fate. He's probably going to wind up being my coordinator for somebody. So I'm just telling you guys, a lot of these schools are going to get head coaches from the group of five or some other people, and they're going to have some great success. I think Oklahoma State's going to have a revival in the coming years. Virginia Tech's definitely going to have a revival in the coming years. LSU, they'll be back. I'm sure they will be back if they can get the governor off their ass for 5 minutes. But these coaches, man, they're not going to be a head coach for anybody for the next season. And if they are, they're going to go up in flames. It's going to be awful. People are saying that, like Florida might hire Lane Kiffin, like you're saying, Orange Kush. I get it. And I believe, and I'm with you. Like, why the fuck would he leave Ole Miss at this point? If Ole Miss makes the playoffs, he's not leaving, point blank. Do I think the group of five are going to pose a serious threat to the Power Four in time? In time, yes. In time, absolutely. Versus Denver Clemson at the 25-yard line. Klubnik scrambles, throws it to his right. It's going to be caught at the 37-yard. No, they're saying incomplete. Never mind. One drink down. Titans inquiring for Lane Kiffin. Holding on the defense. That's going to give up Clemson an automatic first down. I mean, I don't know about that. I think that a group of five conference could definitely rise up and become a legendary conference given what you are seeing with NIL and the transfer portal, because all the NIL and transfer portal is doing is just getting the guys that did not have a chance to make the fucking first string on their own squads and then go to another school to develop and hone their skills as a starter. Now, by default, that means they're probably going to be second best. But you never know. Look at Pittsburgh. They started Eli Holstein this season. He crashed out hard, so they went to their true freshman. All of a sudden, they're going to have a massive college game day against Notre Dame tomorrow. And we have reached the end of the first quarter with the score being tied 3-3. On to the second. And I am very much hopeful that this is going to be a pretty good game, actually. I was thinking that it was going to be a blowout one way or the other. I don't think it's going to be now. It's actually kind of close. Hey, gang, just got home from a 10-hour shift out in the apartment I applied for. Won't accept me because I don't make enough money. Since when do apartments give a shit about how much you make? All they do is rip your asses off anyway. Who gives a fuck? I guess they want to make sure you have enough money to rip your ass off with. I don't know. Sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. Apartments are a bitch. I am very fortunate that I got a house when I did during the pandemic, because I got very lucky there. But I feel bad for people that have to get an apartment. It's terrible. I'm on the YouTube TV, by the way. It's officially back on YouTube TV on my end. It's probably back for you on your end as well. So, Mazel Tov. Let's celebrate the return of ESPN and the Disney Network to the YouTube TV. But fuck Disney and fuck YouTube TV for causing all this bullshit. Yeah, did you see this apartment? Solid chrome toilets. There better be chrome toilets with how much fucking money that's gonna be. Oh, wait a minute. That's not an apartment. He's talking about prison. I was looking at a $650 a month place. That's a pretty good deal. Yeah, I know, Atlas. We saw. We're back on YouTube TV. Fuck yeah. I mean, we're not on YouTube TV. We're on YouTube, but I'm watching the game on YouTube TV now because fuck ESPN and their shitty app. I'm canceling my ESPN subscription immediately. Fuck them. Like, I pay $90 a month for YouTube TV. That's expensive as shit, right? Well, for what I got to do with all this other bullshit, I have to. One bad. I don't know how you got rejected for an apartment if you're making more. God, I'm sorry, Nerd. Stop. That sucks, dude. Well, yeah, I know. I'm not getting robbed blind. I'm just getting robbed. Period. I see how much I'm paying a month. I know they're robbing me of money. I know it's fucking expensive. If there's one thing I know for a fact about how the world works, though, they're never going to bring their prices down again. We're going to have our prices. We're going to have to get paid more. And that's the eternal struggle, isn't it, gentlemen? Here's to being broke. I swear, if I ever get successful enough on this platform to raise my family with just doing YouTube, number one, I'd be extremely grateful. Number two, I would never be rich a day in my life. I would never, ever try to be rich or act rich or anything rich because I have been fucked over by more people with way more money than I have in my life, and I don't know how they can think that way or be that way. Those with money have big egos and small dicks. Money talks, bullshit walks. And a lot of bullshit walks with a lot of money. Anyway, that's enough of my groveling. That's funny, Jonathan. All right. 2nd and 9 from the 36-yard line. Klubnik back to pass. Looks to his right. Chucks it as he gets hit. It's caught by Williams at the 36-yard line. And we got a flag down on somebody. God damn. Holding on Clemson. That's going to deduct them from the pass. And that's going to be 2nd down and long coming up. Pete Thamel just tweeted, Virginia quarterback Chandler Morris upgraded to probable on the latest available injury report for tomorrow's game against Duke. So Chandler Morris should be playing tomorrow for Virginia in a do-or-die game against Duke because somehow Duke is still in the hunt for the ACC championship. And that is big. I mean, that is big. What the hell's going on with Bill Belichick now? Oh, yeah, Dabo is easily the best head coach in Clemson history. I don't think anybody can deny that. What I think people are denying is whether or not the dude's going to be making it a couple of weeks. Would you say it's Duke or die? No, I would not. What the fuck? So I guess Bill Belichick's been getting some heat lately for potentially going to the Giants job, and he has announced today publicly that he will respectfully decline any sort of offer made by any sort of coaching position, whether it be from the NFL or elsewhere. Duke could nuke him. Everyone's got jokes tonight, huh? Everyone's got throw tomatoes at Jonathan Carlson for making that joke. Duke could nuke him. My God. Everyone throw tomatoes. Boo. All Or wait, what the hell is this, open mic? 2nd and 19 coming up for Clemson. Ball is on the Clemson 26. They are a long ways away from where they need to be. Klubnik hands the ball off at the middle. He's going to get a solid run out of it out to about the 35-yard line, but it's going to be 3rd and long coming up regardless. I think UNC is a better team than people give them credit for. No. They are exactly the kind of team that we think they are. I respectfully disagree. No. They don't have a line. They don't have a quarterback that's protected by that line. I mean, nobody on that team has really shown me anything, honestly. And they've been under the radar for a while, ever since that week 1 game. Klubnik back to throw. Still looking. Throws it to his right. It's going to be tipped and dropped. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. There is a normal YouTube live stream. Just go to the channel, Chelsea. Just go to the channel. I have both. I have a live stream for both tonight. The traditional YouTube live stream and the Shorts live stream. We're trying out something different. You're watching this on Shorts. Thank you for watching. You're a part of a great experiment. You're the hamster to this wheel. And if you're not, well, you're just watching the show as you normally would, and that's cool. Chelsea, if you can't find it, just go to my just one of my other platforms, and you'll be able to find it. The traditional live stream. I shared that because I know people aren't probably going to want to watch the Shorts. I don't even know how Shorts really looks. Let me actually take a look and see how Shorts looks. Let's see if it's any good. Yeah, so yeah, you guys on Shorts are the hamsters tonight. If it'll fucking tell me where to go. Okay. Yeah, I can't look at my Shorts. Weird. Watching line on Shorts kind of sucks ass. Well, this is an experiment. I'm not committed to doing Shorts. If it looks like if it sucks ass, then we won't do this again. But I wanted to know. I wanted to know what it was like, if it was worth doing or not, because apparently Shorts has become kind of like the next viewing mechanism for people going forward. I mean, everyone is on TikTok. I'm on TikTok. That's not a joke. I am on TikTok in case you want to look it up. I don't have like full like documentaries and shit on TikTok. But I am on TikTok, red_5478, if you want to look me up. I've had a few Shorts up there, but I mean, nothing too crazy. It doesn't look horrible. I just prefer traditional stream views. Agreed. And it works better for this as well anyways. But I have thought about putting this on TikTok as well for live streams. I don't know if I'm going to pursue that. But we'll see. The reason I do this is just because I want to just test some shit out. All right. Phone wouldn't play nice with the Shorts. Okay, cool. Outside the ACC, who is your favorite chaos? What's your favorite chaos scenario, Red? I actually looked up a couple of different chaos scenarios that The Athletic made on their website today. And my favorite one by far is Iowa wins the Big Ten and makes it in. So, yeah, because Iowa still has a chance to make it in somehow. I mean, they probably won't after this week, but as of right now, they still have a chance. The one I hate the most is the one where 7 SEC teams get in. But could you imagine Iowa making the playoffs? Just like everything caves in and Iowa fucking somehow makes it. That'd be just the most hilarious fucking way for it all to end. I don't know if anybody's going to go to LSU immediately, honestly. I don't think anybody's going to want to jump over there that quick at all. Back to pass, Louisville. Moss throws it over the middle. It's going to be caught at about the 20. That's where it's going to be brought down. The hell happened to Minnesota in that Iowa game? Defense. Iowa's got an incredible defense. It's the only thing that keeps them alive right now is the fact that their defense is absolutely pristine. Yeah. No, absolutely. The governor of Louisiana scared a lot of people away from LSU. And there's a run up the middle. He breaks free out to the 30, 35, 40, down at about the 43-yard line. Huge gain there for Louisville. And that's going to be a first down. Yeah, if I was a head coach, LSU is not the job I'm going to go to right now because of all the bullshit that you're seeing over there. All the fucking politics with the governor and everything. Forget it. That's a hell no. The only guys that would go to LSU right now are probably Division I non-power conference head coaches that would rather take a shot there than anywhere else. Like, I'd go to Virginia Tech. I would go to fucking Florida. I would go to anywhere but LSU. What up, yeah, boy? Well, let's be clear here. LSU didn't hire Brian Kelly. Scott Woodward hired Brian Kelly, and Scott Woodward is a politician. Texas A&M learned that the hard way. I wouldn't say Sam Houston's job is better. I mean, for God's sake, what the fuck are they doing? The only job in college football right now that I think that's less palatable than LSU is probably UMass. I think UMass is still the worst job in all of FBS right now, 100%. Where do I think Ed Orgeron's going to? I don't know if he's going anywhere, quite frankly. He's good. He doesn't need to coach anymore if he don't want to. He's made his money. I heard some people talking about him possibly going to Arkansas, but yeah, I don't know. He's been out of the game. He hasn't been a coach since Orgeron hasn't coached since 22, 21. So I seriously doubt that Orgeron is going to be able to go anywhere and do anything. Like, really, I don't see it. Little Debbie scented candles. What the fuck does Little Debbie even smell like? You know what? Don't answer that for me. I don't want to know. Could you imagine that Cajun son of a bitch at Northwestern, Chelsea? I misread that completely. I remember there were rumors of him to Northwestern and all that. Yeah. Could you imagine if that had happened and you have the Harvard of the Midwest, Northwestern, bringing in a crawfish-loving Cajun country boy to be their head coach? That would just confuse the fuck out of everybody. All the elites in Chicago would literally vomit in their chairs. Mississippi State's not a bad spot. I think any of the SEC schools that are looking for a head coach, I mean, shit, bring him back to LSU. It might actually be better off that way. I'm not kidding. He's got to leave his staff's wives alone. Oh, no. Oh, no, we're not going to bring that up. And I would know a thing or two about their head coaches fucking around with players' wives. Oh, no. I would say that they might just go back to Orgeron. It genuinely would not surprise me because him and Woodward just did not get along all that much. Oh, we got royalty at the house tonight for Louisville. Lamar Jackson is on the sidelines with the players. Oh, sorry, guys. He's not in uniform for you. But he is on the sideline motivating his players for his team. Feels like the politician wants to. This is going to be the toilet poll of the week, I swear. Well, we'll see. Right now, it's been a bit of a defensive slog, and I wouldn't say a very entertaining one. 2nd and 5 from the 49-yard line. Louisville's going to hand it off up the middle and go nowhere. Not a fucking yard was gained on that play. 3rd down. At least it was all adults go tight. I mean, that's the bare minimum of a bar we got to clear at this point. At least he's fucking other grown men's wives and they're adults. Like, come on. All right. 3rd and 4 from the 50. Moss back to throw. They sent a blitz on him and incomplete. 4th down. Well, that's been the story of the night so far. Neither quarterback has been able to really get their offense rolling downfield. They've been able to squeak out field goals. We're moving more based on penalty yards at this point than we are actual offensive plays. Imagine you saying this at the start of the season. It's 3-3. Come on, Louisville. It's fucking Clemson. Like, Clemson's that trash of a team. Could you imagine saying that back in week 1? It's crazy what happened this season, isn't it? Clemson went from national title contenders to national chumps. Fair catch at the 6. I would have let that shit bounce, bro. Seriously, it wasn't them and goats. My bar is very low. My bar has dropped extremely low as well for at least teams in college football this season. Are you alive? Yes. That's it. Nerd stop. I hope you're being sarcastic. This just shows how deep the ACC is. Define deep. Define deep, man. I don't know what the fuck deep is with the ACC anymore. That bar is in hell at that point. 1st and 10 from the 6-yard line. Clemson has its asshole on the goal line. Klubnik, hands off, fumble! Fumble on the play! And it's been recovered by Louisville inside the 5. Oh, Clemson, you stupid sons of bitches. You just fucked the ball.
Hey! The people have spoken, and they say you suck.
On a toss play to Randall, he bobbles the pitch and he fumbles the ball. Oh, my God. You idiots. You morons. Oh, my God. Yeah, that pretty much does sum up Clemson season right there. Good God. I mean, Randall, he had the pitch. It was slightly behind, but he turned his head upfield before he had full control of the ball. Oh, God damn it. Louisville has prime real estate now. 1st and wait a second. Wait. Hold up. What the fuck? Wait a minute. What? They did not say that was an incomplete pass. Ain't no fucking way. And they didn't review it. What the fuck happened there? That's not a fucking fumble. He pitched it backwards to the running back. What the fuck? That was a fumble. How is that a shovel pass? Are you fucking blind? 3rd and 9. Klubnik, if there's any justice, they get a safety right here. Nope. but it's incomplete. 4th down. Are you fucking kidding me right now? How the fuck was that a shovel pass? Are you shitting me right now? That was a fucking pitch handoff clear as day. Oh, dear Lord, that would have changed the game. Have a good night, Nerd Stop. Oh, my God. The punt was terrible, too. The ball is down at the 39, so the karma is at least, there. All right, look. I'm going to replay this shit because I, for the life of me, have no idea what the fuck went wrong there. I'm watching the replay now, so hang on a second. Okay, so while we were laughing at Clemson's stupidity, I did finally actually look at the replay. And the ball was pitched forwards. Barely forward, but it still looks like on the replay it did go forward enough. Therefore, they're going to call it technically an incomplete pass. But I do also wonder how it's still an incomplete pass when it's an underhand toss. Like, it's definitely a run play. It's not a passing move. Again, the movement was, it was a toss. No, I don't agree with the call either way. No matter what the fuck they say. The ruling on the field was that it was a pitched forward, therefore it's an incomplete pass. I disagree because it was an underarm throw. I don't think an underarm throw in football should be considered the same as an overhand throw or an overarm throw. It should be considered almost the same as a handoff. If you're tossing the ball underarmed, that's got to be considered a fucking handoff. Because that's not a pass. Okay? If you're going to shovel pass it, I don't think it should be a pass, quite frankly. It shouldn't be looked the same way as a pass. But you know how it is these days with football. They're not going to give anybody on defense a fucking break because they want points. So I guess by the book, it's not a bad call. But in my opinion, it's a dumb call. I think that's always been the rule, quite frankly. But, I don't know, dude. Like some of these, I love football and all, but sometimes I really get pissed off by some of these rulings. I'm like genuinely furious. Yeah, no, right. Ironically, they'd have more points on the board right now because Louisville would have had the ball on the 2-yard line. It would have been 1st and goal. But it's not to be. Not in this moment. So, alas, we continue on with Louisville now having the ball at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Moss looks to throw. He's going to throw it deep. It's going to be caught to 10. Inside the 5. Where will they spot him? He is down at the 1. 1st and goal. Miller Moss makes an excellent throw down the middle of the field to the wide receiver. Caught inside the 10 and just barely misses it. Let's see if they might actually give him the touchdown on this replay. Oh, man, that's close. I don't think they're going to give it to him, though. 1st and goal, at least from the 1. They are going to review it. They are going to review the play. Missed a horse collar. Sure, I'm more worried about the touchdown at this point, honestly. Let's see where they mark the ball because I'm going to turn the volume so I can hear what their officials are saying. All right, so the ruling on the field is that the player was short of the goal line out of bounds. Okay, so let me see what they're talking about here. There's a lot of motion blur on this picture here. I don't really get a good look. They're trying to get a better view of the goal line and the pylon. Let's see where the ball comes out of his hand. Yeah. So what's going on, guys, is that the ball, as it's about to hit the pylon. Now remember, if the ball hits the pylon, that's the goal line. So that's considered a touchdown. As long as you hit that pylon, or if you cross the plane, get any ball on the chalk, as they say, it's a touchdown. As the receiver's trying to extend for the pylon, his right knee hits the ball and the ball pops loose just before he hits the pylon. The ball goes out of bounds. Therefore, it should be 1st and goal at the 1, like they said. And there you go. They're giving this a really good look, though. There's not another good look for this. So, I mean, genuinely, I think they're going to have to stick with the call on the field because I'm just not seeing anything else that shows that it's going to be touchdowns. Let's see what the call is. So, going to be upheld. So, 1st and goal from the 1, like they said, after review. Yeah, no, that's the crazy part about that. It could have been a touchback if the ball had crossed, if the ball had gone and crossed, and if he had lost possession and the ball bounced out of the end zone. But since it never went into the end zone and it was out of bounds, oh boy, wait a minute here. The ball did roll over the top of the pylon. They could have ruled that a touchback, but they didn't. Damn. They missed the call. Fuck. Could you imagine if they would have called that, though? Ball hits the pylon without control. Technically, that is a touchback, actually. But I guess they weren't focused on that. Replay did not even mention a touchback possibility there. And I was looking at the captions on my screen, and as I was trying to listen a little bit, I don't want to play it too loud because YouTube copyright and all that, but yeah, I mean, that could have been a touchback, honestly. And they're going to be a quarterback sneak up the middle. That's a touchdown for the Cardinals.
Yeah, everyone come back. Woo! Who can stop me? Tell me. Who can stop me? What? Yeah! Woo!
So that'll be a probably going to be a 7-point lead for the Cards as they are trying to stay alive in their ACC title run hopes and have Clemson one step away from oblivion. Oh, shit. Never mind. The field goal attempt for the extra point was no good. He doinked it.
What? Are you an idiot?
I mean, the snap was good, the hold was fine, and the kick just he just shanked it. Honestly, he just shanked the kick. So instead of a clean 7 points, they're only up by 6. It's 9-3. Louisville after the extra point. This is a well, this game has officially gone a little bit sicko, hasn't it? Because this is just a mess. We had a 99-mile-an-hour doink off the fucking crossbar. It hit the crossbar so hard the fans on the other side of the field could have heard it. Oh, what's this right failure sound? D1 kicker missing a 20-yard extra point. My God. Yep, it's that's ACC football right there. This is pure ACC football. That's all that we got. Are you fucking kidding? How do you miss that extra point? How do you do that? I just don't understand, man. I don't understand. Yeah. I think Georgia Tech could win in that large spot if they win out, but they don't win the championship. That's a possibility. Klubnik on a wide receiver screen is going to get it out. It's going to be a first down from the 39-yard line coming up here for the Tigers. As we have about 8.5 to go in the first half. It has been quite an interesting first half for Clemson and Louisville because it's just not been a very well offensed game. Like the defenses are playing extremely well tonight. And the offenses, they suck. Miller Moss definitely isn't playing great. Klubnik's not playing great either. This is just a rough game to watch right now, offensive-wise. If you're a fan of offense, this game sucks. Klubnik, wide receiver screen to the outside again, and they're going to get out to about the 47-yard line. It'll be third and short. Nope, second and short coming up here for the Cards. No, for the Tigers. Sorry. Second and 2 from the 47. Klubnik, wide receiver screen again, and it's going to be caught at about the 45, right out to the 50. It's going to be a first down, and Louisville damn near picked it off. They saw that play coming from a mile away, and they damn near picked it off. But they just one step away. All right, so first and 10 for Clemson now from about the 50-yard line, so midfield here. Yeah, it's been an interesting first half in the sense of like we don't really know who's got the advantage right now. Offensively, it's been an absolute shit show. Defensively, it's been a masterclass for them. But I wouldn't say it's because the defenses have been playing extremely good. It's just been allowing the offenses completely fuck themselves in the fucking ass. All right, second down coming up now for Clemson. They're going to call it 2nd and 5. I mean, if Louisville loses tonight, they're fully out of the ACC title race. So, I mean, this game has huge stakes on the line here. They got to win to stay alive. From the 45, Klubnik back to pass. He's getting rushed out of the pocket. He's still running, throws it to the sideline, incomplete. Third down coming up. What up remotely? So 3rd and 5, Clemson in no man's land. Too short to punt, too far to field goal kick. And we'll see what the hell happens from here. I mean, need 5 yards for the first. Just about 6 minutes left in the first half. See what Klubnik pulls here. Calling an audible at the line now. Neither team, nobody's converted a third down tonight. Klubnik thrown, Short, incomplete. Both teams have 0 third down conversions in this ball game. 0. Apparently, we're playing in the CFL because it's first, second, and third downs only tonight. Because you might as well throw away third down. It's effectively fourth down at this point. Because Clemson's on the field to punt. The fuck is this? Wazoo, Oregon State all over again? Am I going to have to make a Sicko's Bowl out of this shit? I don't want to. I already got 2 Sicko Bowls I'm looking at this week. Trying to keep it only 1. And the punt is away. And it'll bounce inside the 10 and die at the 7. These guys just fucking suck, dude. Both of these teams are not good. I mean, Louisville's better than Clemson, but neither of these offenses are playing well. I love the chaos. I do. Don't get me wrong, but I'm also going to call a spade when I see it. And these teams are shite. They're shite, lads. The chaos just makes his job harder. Thank you, Zep. Appreciate it. You've called it right on the nail there. I love the chaos. It makes my videos every week harder to make. It's like Raiders Broncos. Sure. I haven't really watched much of the NFL this season because I'm so focused on the college game. Oh, fake flea flicker. And he's going to get out to about the 13-yard line. So second down coming up there. Here's some stats so far. We're 5 minutes ago in the first half, okay? Here's some stats for you. Okay? Neither quarterback has 100 yards passing. Adam Randall has 13 rushing yards for Clemson. Both teams have no third down conversions. Clemson is 0 for 6 on third down. Louisville 0 for 3 on third down. Moss hands the ball off at the middle, and he's met by a wall of Tigers. Third down coming up. Clemson has more possession, but they're still losing the ball game. They have 1 fourth down conversion and more first downs, but they're still losing the ball game. You got a game in mind for next week? Not yet, but let's take a look and see what they got next week since we're talking about it. Oh boy. Everybody, all the best games are on Saturday this week, so next week. So I mean, USC Oregon could be a good one. BYU Cincinnati is going to be a big one for the Big 12. Moss back to pass. It's going to be caught at the 20, first down Louisville. That is their first third down conversion of the ball game right there. Louisville and SMU is going to be a good one. That's 2 ACC teams battling out. Pitt versus Georgia is going to be a big one. Oh, shit. Got a lot of big games, not SEC related. Those are really your best. So your top games next week don't involve the SEC really at all, honestly. Miami, none. Pitt, Georgia Tech, BYU, Cincinnati, USC, Oregon, Louisville, SMU. That's a pretty solid Saturday right there, guys. Moss hands it off at the middle out to the 25, and he'll be down there. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, fuck. Clemson strips the ball and recovers the fumble. God damn it.
Hey! The people have spoken, and they say you suck.
Clemson rips the ball out of the running back's hands, and it is a fumble. I mean, just ripped it out. What a play by the Clemson defense. And all of a sudden, Tigers have the ball. Tigers have the ball inside the 25. Who'd have thunk it? Louisville finally gets a conversion on third down, and good Lord Almighty. Cardinals fuck the ball. Gotta love it. This is just your classic hard-nosed, no bullshit ACC football. God damn it, man. Oh, boy. Clemson fucks this up, man. I'm going to laugh. First and 10 from the 25 in Louisville territory. Hand off to Randall. He's going to break free out to the 15, 10, 5. They ain't catching him. Touchdown, Clemson, just like that.
Yeah, everyone come back. Woo! Who can stop me? Tell me. Who can stop me? What? Yeah! Woo!
Oh, boy. And this is officially going full stupid now because Clemson's about to take a 1-point lead with this extra point. This boy is just trying to write itself right into rapid fire. Man, if anything's trying to write itself out of rapid fire. I don't want to add this game to my list of games this week. I'm filled up. And the extra point is good. Clemson takes the lead 10-9, and we have a nearly tied ball game. The extra point is going to come back and bite Louisville in the ass. I know it. Oh, God. I mean, just unbelievable. This has been a fun game so far, though. I think it's leaving Sicko's territory and it's going into actually like a fun football game territory now, but we shall see what happens. All right. The Governor's Cup in 2 weeks is going to be unbearable to watch. Yeah, it should be a war crime to put down on television. All right, first and 10 on the 25 for Louisville now. Let's see what happens here. Moss tosses it to the outside. He's out to the 30-yard line, and he's out of bounds. So here we go. Ugh. Jesus Christ. This is Clemson's first ranked game against Georgia Tech in week 3, and they're winning. Yeah, they're winning, but only because Louisville's stupid enough to be losing. Quite frankly. They don't miss the extra point. It's a tie ball game. Let's just be real here. They're winning because the other team is stupid. 2nd and 5 from the 30. Moss back to throw. It's going to be caught at about the 33-yard line, and 3rd down coming up here. And the wide receiver kind of got his ankle twisted up there, and he's limping off. Oh, he's down now. Hurts too bad. We've already had quite a few injuries tonight. The Friday nights are killing the players a little bit, I think, here. He's trying to get up and walk it off, but he just can't. Ankle's fucked. Wheel got fucked up. He got a flat tire. Fucking shame. Alrighty. So, let's see here. In other news, we broke 8,000 subscribers on Tuesday or on Wednesday. That was fun. The road to 10,000 continues to grow ever so closer to the end. Can't wait to see what happens there. I'll do something for 10,000 subscribers. I don't know what. Might do a live stream, a special live stream for 10,000 subs, celebratory. I don't know, but we're getting there. And we're getting there pretty damn quick, honestly. I figured national title should be attainable, but we'll see what happens. The real test is going to be when we get to the off season and see how much growth we get then. It's easy to grow when got a couple hundred people joining up every week during the regular season when you're making videos every week. But when you're not making videos every week, that's when the real test begins, isn't it? But I can't wait. I can't wait to get back to what I was doing during the off season, which was making the story times, and just the other long form video content, because it's really difficult to make long videos during the regular season. It really, really is. I got lucky the A&M video came out when it did, because I was not going to be able to make another video like the A&M one at all if this had kept up. Because part of the reason why the week 2 chaos kind of sucked in comparison to week 1 was because of the fact that, well, number 1, I fucked up the upload, and number 2, A&M was just taking a lot of energy out of me. So, anyways. How much did this game drink? Yes. Good answer there. This game drank a lot. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Third two coming up. We're on the 2-minute timeout right now. Man. What a ride this season has been, huh? We're nearly at the end. Yeah, I might need it, because how much am I drinking tonight? Yes. I'm just kidding. I'm having one more after this at most. I don't want to be a mess tomorrow. Oh, God. By the way, everybody say thank you to Zep in the comments, because I know a lot of you guys are he's on Twitch, but I know a lot of you guys on YouTube are watching. Give a thanks to Zep in the comments, because he's the man responsible for a lot of these sound effects that you've been hearing in the videos lately. He's been a big help on that. So thank you, Zep, for all your help this season making these videos. They would not have a good chunk of the sound effects that they do without you. And I want to say thank you for that, since you're here. You've been a big help in that regard. And another person I want to thank is Bull Muscle. He's been a big help as well, giving me tips and advice during the regular season. And to Akbar and Alan for all their help as well, with both keeping me up to date on latest breaking news with college football, and also just being my buds in general. So thank you very much to the boys as well. So, oh, God. I am genuinely just looking forward to the offseason right now at this point, just so I can get a break. Making videos during the regular season on a weekly basis is just so difficult. It's so tough. So, fun fact, we're waiting for them to come back from commercial. So, my old OAC, Ohio Athletic Conference rivals, Oberlin, had a Division III basketball game tonight against Medgar Evers in Brooklyn, New York. Why the fuck is an Ohio Athletic Conference school playing a basketball game in the middle of fucking Brooklyn? That makes no goddamn sense. Snap ball is handed off up the middle, out to about the 45-yard line. First down, Louisville, as we are now sub 2 minutes. And also the gymnasium that they played in for Medgar Evers is just, fuck, it's worse than some high schools, honestly. Brooklyn Poke, one of our captains on Patreon, sent me some pictures of the game because she's in New York. And she showed me what the fuck was going on at Medgar Evans, and I am stunned. The handoff to the outside goes nowhere, by the way. Second down coming up. Like, it genuinely looks like a middle school auditorium because you have a lot of miscolored walls and old fucking shit everywhere. You can only put 272 people in the gym because there's a sign from the city of New York that makes it illegal to put any more than 272 people inside the gym. Passes incomplete, 3rd and 11. And then there's a goddamn stage with curtains on it behind one of the basketball hoops. So it's a full-on high school gym auditorium. And most high school gyms don't have a stage in their high school gym. So it's like elementary school level shit. There's shit hanging off the walls. There's grime on the walls. I mean, it genuinely looks ugly as fuck. 3rd and 11. Oberlin won the game, by the way. Ball's tipped, incomplete, 4th down. Oberlin won the game 91-72 from Brooklyn, but God. LSU has surpassed Florida State at the circus school. Yeah, you're absolutely right because I'm already making a fucking video on LSU. When we get done here tonight, I'm probably going to be working on that video next. Or I'm going to try to finish up the video this weekend finally. I got about almost a 25-minute long takedown on LSU and Brian Kelly coming up. And I want to try to have it out this weekend. And I've been saying that for 3 weeks in a row now. But I'm going to try to have it out this weekend, genuinely, because I'm almost done. I just got to grab some more video clips from other shit to play as B-roll, get the music and sound effects in, and we're done. So I think out of the 25 minutes, I have about, let's say 9 something to go. Yeah, we'll say about 9 minutes left. All right. I got a couple donations back to back. Phoenix, Ohio State with another juggernaut opponent this weekend. Yeah. Just trolling your recap this week was great. Thanks, Phoenix. Appreciate you. Thank you for the back-to-back $2 donations. 1st and 10 for Clemson, and that is tipped and dropped. Dude had it in his fucking hands and dropped it. What the hell is he? Kadarius Toney? Thank you for the donations, Phoenix. And again, if you want to get your comments highlighted on stream, only way to do that is to donate. I'll answer questions and all that, but if you want to get your shit shown on stream, feel free to ask away, and I'll put it on stream. Any amount will do. Throw me a buck or two. Help fund this crazy operation we've been running over here. 2nd and 10 from the 9-yard line for Clemson. They are deep in their own territory right now. Klubnik's going to take it up the middle himself. He's only going to get about 3 yards on the carry. 3rd down coming up, and oh boy, he's a little slow to get up. I think he fell right on the ball. Yeah, he fell right on the ball and got hurt. But he's okay. He's going to huddle up and he's fine. They're not calling a timeout on the run play. We got less than 30 seconds to go in the first half here. Nobody's stopping the clock. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? They got 2 timeouts. Are they just going to run the clock out? All right, Clemson's just going to run the clock down. Clemson's not even trying to get the ball downfield. They're just going to go to the half. What the fuck? Where did the 5-4-7-8 come from, by the way? There's an answer to that. I'm not going to share it here. It's personal. But I will share that. I'm going to do something I am going to do something at the end of the year. We are going to do a Q&A, I think, a Q&A video at the end of the year. And I'm going to make a Q&A where I bring in, where I'm going to take questions from the community and I'm going to answer them on a video. And we're going to do a whole like state of the channel thing. So like some of y'all were here last year and you saw my video, state of the channel. Club Nick's going to hand the ball off at the middle, and that's going to take us to the end of the half. And the clock is being stopped again. I guess we got a timeout from Louisville now. Yeah, Louisville's going to call it a timeout, see if they can get something going on the punt here. Yeah, so end of the year, one of the videos I'm going to make is I'm going to make a Q&A for the channel for the end of the year, where we're going to open up the community to questions, and I'll answer them on a video. And we'll also do kind of like talk about things we did for the channel this year, what we're going to do next year. We're going to do that. Where's the logical Ben? He used to be on a lot of streams. I mean, he's around. I've just been doing a lot more streams on my own, quite frankly, because I have asked him to be on stream a couple of times, and he's just been busy. But he's always welcome on the show and on the channel, 100%. I've really just been focusing like on the trying to get better at the commentating for the videos. So, you know, he's always welcome on the channel, of course. Club Nick, he's going to just chuck that fucking ball into the air. And that is the end of the first half. So they literally just did nothing the final 3 plays. That's it. Yeah, I mean, he has his own channel to run too. And he's trying to grow that up, and it's been slow going. And I mean, I've been always happy to help him out and be on his channel and be on his streams as well. And I've had him on a few streams this year as well. It's definitely less than what it was last year, and it's partially just because of the fact that I've been busy. I usually don't announce streams so far ahead of time like I used to. So he's not always available to do so. He's either usually doing his own stream or he's busy doing something else. So, but you know, all love, of course. I wouldn't be doing this shit if it wasn't for Illogical or Duck or Alan or Akbar, quite frankly. Akbar, especially, he's been really great on the shows. So he's growing his Twitch as well. Go follow him on Twitch if you can. Follow Alan as well. That's why I always got their shit on my description of my videos. Every single video I upload, their shit's always in the descriptions. Their YouTube channels try to, you know, grow the brand. So if you want to check out their guys, I mean, yeah. Oh, DJ, you asked a question? Hang on. Do you know the power of 2 tight ends? How sustainable is max protection while utilizing 12 personnel? Well, 12 personnel is illegal in football, and that's how I'm going to answer that. The worst Ohio State team I watched, probably the 2011 squad. The Tattoo Gate squad was definitely the worst squad I've ever seen. That was when we went 6-6 in the regular season, finished 6-7 after losing to Florida in the Gator Bowl. Worst Ohio State team in the last 2 decades since John Cooper. Luke Fickell was the interim coach that season. He was an offensive coordinator. Yeah, he was the interim head coach. He wasn't officially the full-time head coach because Tressel left too late for them to hire a full-time coach that was worthy. And plus, they wanted to get Urban Meyer, and they couldn't get him that quick, so they decided to punt the season, basically. And, yeah, I mean, that was by far the worst Ohio State team I watched growing up. It was my junior year of high school when they went 6-7 that season and just got their asses lit up by everybody. In the last century, no. I mean, they had worse. I mean, you guys saw the Ohio State video. I mean, their season. They had one season with John Cooper where they didn't even go bowling. Towards the end, like I think it was 99, they didn't go bowling. Worst in this century, sure, we could say that. We could say that was the worst of the Buckeyes for this century. I mean, you miss bowl season 1 time in 24 years. It's a hell of a fucking thing if you think about it. Quarterback for LSU, Garrett Nussmeier, is doubtful for LSU tomorrow against Arkansas, still dealing with abdominal injuries. So LSU might not have their quarterback tomorrow, which means Arkansas might get a win. God damn it. Throw tomatoes at Battle Blaster. God damn it. I'm not saying it. I've only had like four Buckeye coaches in my lifetime. I guess it's more often. I guess it's more than 200 years. Cooper, but I didn't really start watching Ohio State football until Jim Tressel took over his first year. 2001 was really the first year I watched football, like religiously. I started watching in 2000 kind of but you got to keep in mind, I was like in first grade in kindergarten when Cooper left, so I was really young. Tressel was really the only Ohio State coach I knew growing up because he was always there. And he's still my favorite head coach. I just loved how Jim Tressel ran his team. It was so I loved the people dressing up in the sweater vests. I loved his demeanor. He was serious, but he didn't take himself too seriously. I loved his attitude and passion for the game. I wasn't a huge fan of Urban Meyer because of the fact that he did beat Ohio State as a Florida head coach. I was still kind of salty about that. Happy we won the national title with him, but also not too thrilled that he was there. And then obviously the weird feeling I had turned out to be justified when we found out the kind of person he really is. Coach Fickell, the interim head coach, I've always respected because I thought he was always a really good coordinator and positions coach. And then when he went to coach for Cincinnati, it proved my suspicions right when he took them to the playoffs. I knew he was going to have success at Cincinnati. Ohio State's one of those schools that's kind of like the cradle of coaches. Miami of Ohio and Ohio State, those are two of the best coaching schools to attend. If you go to Ohio State to be a head coach, you're going to be a damn good head coach one day. More than likely. You have a better shot than most. That said, what happened with him at Wisconsin since then has been it's complicated. I want to say that it's his fault, but I also don't want to say it's his fault because Wisconsin's done themselves no favors, and I already explained it all in my video about Wisconsin. It's complicated, you know? I think Luke Fickell has the potential to be one of the best coaches in all of college football, bar fucking none. He's got the experience and he's got the knowledge to be a great head coach. The problem is that he goes to a program that is just trash. And Wisconsin says they're going to try to be better, and I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. When Barry Alvarez was still there and running the athletic department, yeah, the football program was great. But once he was gone, the team was gone. I'm an Ohio State fan because I grew up for 5 years in the city of Columbus as a boy. From kindergarten through fourth grade, I was a resident of various places in and around Columbus, Ohio. And I still remember very distinctly the day of and the day after we won that national title against Miami. That was a great fucking day. No school. We had no school the next day. And when we went back to school, we had the newspapers all over the classroom walls celebrating Ohio State's win. It was a party for a week. It was so much fun. I'm not a fan of Ryan Day. And I know he won a national title. I'm still not a fan of Ryan Day. I don't know why. I've never really jived with him, honestly. The results speak for himself. I mean, Ryan Day is not a bad head coach. He's a good head coach. Just because I don't think he's that good of a coach doesn't take away the fact that I do respect him. It's kind of like one of those love-hate relationships. Like, you know, I don't like the guy, but I don't hate them as a person. I mean, he's a good dude. From everything I've read, he's a good dude. Some of the things he's done as a coach, I just don't agree with. You got torn from your home motherland of Columbus, Ohio, and taken to, Findlay? Yeah, I'm familiar with Findlay. Go Oilers. The Findlay Oilers. The college, that's the University of Findlay in Ohio. Yeah, tell me where. I didn't know Ohio had any sort of oil history until I went through Findlay one day. Yeah, if Ryan Day would just fucking beat Michigan, I'd probably shut the fuck up about him. To be completely blunt, if he just beats Michigan, I'll shut the fuck up. I'll be like, I'll quit talking shit as much. If he could just beat that fucking team up north, I will shut the fuck up about him. And I'll finally accept it for being one of the great Ohio State coaches of all time. But God damn it, you got to beat the team up north if you want me to like you. At least once. And if you're going to coach more than a few years, you got to beat them a couple of times. I will forgive the fact that Ohio State cannot and should not, for the health of a rivalry, beat Michigan every single year. The fact that we beat them every year for over a decade, I love, but I'm also like, God, please, can this be competitive? And then when Michigan won the first year, I wasn't even mad. I was like, okay, you know what? It's been about over a decade since they beat us. I can forgive them. The year after that, not so much. The year after that, not even close. And then last year, I was full-blown pissed. So, yeah. For there to be a rivalry, the other side has to win once in a while. But streaks are just awful to deal with. For either side, honest to God, either side, it's awesome to deal with. It's not fun to deal with. I don't know how to feel about, like, the worst part about the national championship last year is because of the fact that we won the national title, but as a diehard Buckeye, it feels incomplete because we also didn't win the Big Ten and we didn't beat Michigan. Ohio State goals every year: win the Big Ten, win the national title, beat Michigan. And that last one is extremely important because that's the first of the three. You got to beat Michigan to win the Big Ten title. You got to win the Big Ten title to go to the national championship. You got to win the national championship to be the best. Last year, we did it ass backwards. We didn't even make the Big Ten title because we lost to Michigan, yet we still won the national title. So Buckeye fans are confused. We were happy and we celebrated, but it was also kind of like hollow because we should have done better and we could have done better. And I might sound like a spoiled ass fan saying that, like, oh, you won the national title. I know we won the national title. We had a legendary run, and frankly, if we hadn't beaten Michigan, we might not have won that. If we hadn't lost to Michigan, we probably wouldn't have had the motivation to win the national title. But God, you got to beat Michigan at least once in the 4 years you're playing them. Twice is kind of, if you split the difference and every 2 years you lose a game, but you beat them twice in a row, I can accept that. Not fun, but you can accept it. 4 in a row, 5 in a row, not good. Not fucking good at all. So, all right, so give me Oregon scored 7-0 Oregon against Minnesota. Well, here we go there. I wonder if that's going to turn it around. I said on Tuesday I think Minnesota has a chance to beat Oregon, but we'll see. Tomorrow's going to be huge, by the way. Yeah, no, I get it, Phoenix. Auburn's always got it rough with Alabama. That's why you got to compete, man. That's why you got to get coaches in there that know what the fuck they're doing. That's why you need administrators that know what the fuck they're doing. That's why it's use the fans. You, the fans, have to tell them with your wallets when you don't like shit. If you don't like something, don't go to the games. Just don't go to the games if you don't like what's going on with the program. That'll get the message real quick. Because they invest all this money into making a fan experience worth it, and they put millions and millions of dollars in their stadiums to make it worth it. If they're not winning and you stop paying for the tickets, that's going to put all the pressure that you need on there. Money talks, bullshit walks, and if you don't pay for the fucking tickets to the games, they get the message quick. Oh, okay. So let's preview this weekend a little bit because we're still at the half, and I want to take a look and see what we got. So One game tomorrow that's not going to be listed in the top 25. It's Virginia versus Duke. Those two guys are currently tied in the ACC for first. So big game there. If loser is done for the Big Ten ACC race. All right, a couple of notable games. We talked about this already. Got a game versus Pitt, Notre Dame versus Pitt. At high noon in Pittsburgh on ABC. Notre Dame, 12-point underdog. No, favored by 12 points, I should say. I don't know why. I don't think Notre Dame's going to have that. I don't think Notre Dame's going to run away with the game tomorrow. It's going to be close. I think Pitt's got a good chance to win, and I hope they win, genuinely. I hope they win because I don't think Notre Dame deserves to be in the spot that they're in. Let's see. South Florida versus Navy. That's a big one because that's going to help figure out who the fuck is going to actually win the American. Navy, I was doing the numbers this week because we're still like 1 week too soon to really get real scenarios for clinching berths and title games and shit. This Saturday is going to answer a lot of questions for us in that regard and clear up the picture a little bit. But basically, Navy only has 2 games left before they play Army in December. Now remember, Army-Navy doesn't count towards the American because the American Championship game is played before Army-Navy is played. So keep that in mind when I say all Navy has to do, they just gotta win against South Florida, and then you look at the rest of their schedule. So let's say Navy beats South Florida tomorrow. Their last 2 games, they got Memphis and they got Army after that. But they only got 1 game left before the end of the regular season. So if Navy beats South Florida tomorrow, depending on where the other games end up going, they could virtually lock their place in the American Championship game before they play Memphis on November 27th. And that game between Navy and Memphis, I mean, it could wind up being Navy and Memphis again the week after that. Because you look at the standings, again, Navy only has to play 1 more game because they don't play Army until after the conference title. So they play 1 less conference game before everybody else. All Navy has to do is win 1 more game and see where everything else lays out. Navy has not lost to... Okay, let me rephrase myself. Navy's only loss of the season in conference play, they haven't lost anybody in the conference. Okay? They're the only... them and South Florida are the only... Let me correct myself, actually. So in terms of conference play, they have lost once. I'm trying to see where the fuck that loss was at. Who did they lose to? North Texas, that's it. My bad, yes. So they lost to North Texas. Right now, Navy, South Florida, Tulane, North Texas, and Eastern Carolina have only 1 loss in conference play. Yeah, Eastern Carolina, who's 6-3, still has a shot at the AAC title, the American title. If Navy loses again, South Florida then has the most probable path to making the American Championship game because they only have UAB and Rice to finish the season, and they'll be at the top of the conference. Tulane has cupcakes, except for Temple. They have Florida Atlantic tomorrow, Temple next week, and then Charlotte to finish the season, which is a guaranteed win. They need to win all 3 games to make it in. Temple's probably the only team that could trip them up at this point. I am not streaming tomorrow. I'm going to be busy. I know the last 2 weeks I haven't streamed on Saturdays. That is because I have plans with my woman. And as I'm sure you guys can understand, Happy wife, happy life. So, but no, me and my girl, we're going to go out and do some Christmas shopping, which she is extremely excited about, and I'm excited to do. And we're going to go get the Christmas tree out, do some decorating, and just have a little day to ourselves, which is much needed. Don't worry, I'll be keeping an eye on what's going on as well. And then next week, we should be streaming on Saturday because it's really going to be the best chance for a good game. I'm going to be streaming probably on that Saturday, one of those games. And then the week after that, we're going to be doing Ohio State, Michigan for the game. The final game of the season, we're going to stream Ohio State, Michigan. That's going to be a big one. Haven't had a chance. Maybe I haven't had a chance to really watch Ohio State live on stream since Ohio State, Texas, and Ohio State, Minnesota. I haven't made them a priority this year because obviously they haven't played that many big games. But the game is the biggest game, and I'm going to be a little tired because I'm going to Indiana versus Purdue the night before, and I'm going to be watching Friday Night Football from West Lafayette. My girlfriend is a Hoosier, so that's why we're going. Indiana wins. They clinch their spot in the Big 12 championship. They got Wisconsin this week. They take the week off, and then they play Purdue. Indiana could virtually lock up the Big 10 next week by doing nothing if they win tomorrow against Wisconsin. Because that right there would put them at 11-0. And even if they lose to Purdue or Wisconsin, which I seriously doubt, they would be tied with Oregon at that point, and they're not going to get leapfrogged by Oregon because they beat Oregon. So really, Oregon's best shot at making the Big 10 championship is Ohio State losing, because then they might have a tiebreaker that gets them over the hump. But we shall see. Would I go to the San Antonio to eat churros with one of them big old... What? Hey, Red question. Would you go to San Antonio to eat churros with them big old women ole? No. No. If I go to San Antonio to eat churros, I'm bringing my girlfriend. No, why the fuck would I do that? So weird, Flubby. I hope you need to rephrase your question or something. Oh, that's weird. Come on, man. All right, we're back from the half. Handoff to the right side. He's going to break away to the 40, 45, and he's down at the 46-yard line. First down, Louisville coming up here. Oh, you're referring to a joke from Charles Barkley? Yeah, that went right over my head. I don't know that joke. I'm sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to think any otherwise. Handoff again, and another good run. He's out to the 45, down to the 43. That's another first down for Louisville. The running of the ball is working overall. Well, William, hey, man, don't get yourself too down here, okay? Don't get yourself down. Moss back to pass, steps up, throws, and that's going to be about a 5-yard gain out of bounds at about the 39. And pick up a 4 on the play. Second down coming up. Don't beat yourself. Don't beat. Man, look. Moments like this when your team is not doing great is what makes the moments when they're doing well all that much sweeter. What's up, Bodie? Your hockey team is losing to fucking Long Island. Oh, you know what? Actually, that's pretty bad. Minnesota hockey is like a juggernaut. What the fuck? I didn't even know Long Island had a hockey team. Moss checks it out to his wide receiver to the right side. He's going to be caught down about the 30-yard line. First down, Louisville. Cardinals coming out hot out of the locker room, just trying to get a touchdown here and retake the lead. Like they want to come out and smack Clemson in the mouth. South Florida has a hockey team. Come on. Where's the ice in Florida? First and 10 from the 29. Moss. Handoff at the middle. He's going to break loose out to about the 20. Burls a man over inside the 5. First down, Louisville, as Brown destroys a guy as he's running up, and he got tangled up there. He did the splits. He damn near did the splits when he got tangled up there at the end of the run. Brown just absolutely steamrolled a fucker. Oh, club teams? Okay, that's fair. Brown just absolutely demolished that linebacker. I don't know college hockey all that much. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not that big of a hockey guy. I wish I was more of a hockey guy, but I'm just not. I've never been able to be. I get big around. I like hockey. Don't get me wrong. I'll watch it during the Olympics and when the playoffs are on and all that shit. Four Nations was fun, but I'm just not that deep into it. Brown is limping on the sidelines after that run. He is not happy. He's hurting. He's hurting bad. I mean, I used to watch the Blue Jackets here and there, but again, streaming just makes it weird. And there's a reverse. Trick play. Touchdown, Louisville.
Yeah, everyone come back! Woo! Who can stop me? Tell me, who can stop me? What? Yeah! Woo!
They do a reverse that turns into a pass to the tight end for the touchdown. Louisville takes the lead off of some trick play fuckery. God damn, that's good. 7 play, 75-yard drive. And Louisville retakes the lead. Do they kick the field goal and take the point? Hopefully they make it this time. Yep, they're taking the field goal. And snap, hold, good. Kick on the way, dead center and true. So no missed field goal that time. It is 16-10 Louisville. Meanwhile, speaking of Minnesota, they're down 14-0 against Oregon right now, midway through the first. I'm kind of glad we ended up doing this game and not that game. Because I was real close to doing the Oregon-Minnesota game, but I wanted to get this stream kind of in and done for the night, and then I wanted to work on the video because if I'd started this at 9 and we got done after midnight, I would be going to bed. I wouldn't be working on the video. What up, Bodie? What's your question? Just speak your mind, brother. Bodie, one of our captains on Patreon, by the way. Thank you very much, Bodie, for your support. Actually, while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick thank you to all of our Patreon supporters because I don't do that enough as it is. They're the people that fund the channel monthly. If you are in a position to give and are able to do so, please head over to patreon.com/red5478 and sign up. You get a cool perk like being able to watch videos early. And you get exclusive Patreon updates, behind the scenes if you pay as a captain, and some other fun shit. Plus, we do monthly town halls where I only live stream to the Patreon fans. And we just shoot the shit for an hour and talk about the channel, what we're going to be doing, and I answer questions. I'm kind of getting hungry. I got a second grinder in the fridge. Should I get it? That's your question. Go get it. Go get it. Don't do that to yourself. Thank you to our captains, Malik Freeman, Champ Gold, Brooklyn Polk, Little Theorist, Jonathan Peck, Bodie Bates, Daniel J27, Colton Matthews, and also our newest captain that joined up recently, who I haven't added to the list yet, Nora Moon, our newest captain. I need to put Nora in there, actually. And then our sergeants, Anthony Brown, Edgar Carter, Cameron Smith, Those guys have been around for a long time now. TJ Stanley, Roger Hughes, no Edom on sandwiches. Liam, Preston Evans, Melon Matt 93, Clifton Grooms, Steady Hand, and Tiff W. Thank you very much to our entire Patreon Red Army for their unwavering support of the channel. Genuinely, it is such a big help. You guys have no idea how grateful I am. Thank you. And with that, we get the sappy shit over with, and we're back to it. By the way, what the fuck is a grinder, Bodie? I assume it's a kind of sandwich. If it's alcohol, I mean, cheers, but I'm assuming it's a kind of sandwich, second grinder. It's something that's not from my area, that's for sure. If you said Johnny Marzetti, that would have been unquestionable. Like, why are you questioning? Go get it. So, I mean, Clemson just been grinder is a sub sandwich. That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. That was some kind of sandwich. Do you think Ohio? The sub sandwich? Okay. Like how people say a hoagie. All right. Yeah. I mean, we got hoagies here in Ohio. We got sub sandwiches. We got hoagies. I'm a Jimmy John's and Jersey Mike's guy. They're kind of both good to me, but I prefer Jimmy John's. It's really good. I actually worked for Jimmy John's for like a month once. I got fired. I got fired because I quit showing up to work. It sucked. I was a delivery driver. All right. Handoff up the middle to Randall, and he's going to get out to about the 32-yard line. Second down coming up here for Clemson. Never mind. A grinder's just a sub. Yeah, I mean, that's a good name for a sub sandwich. I mean, if you're just trying to do that. I mean, Jimmy John's is great. Yeah, I saw they started toasting the sandwiches recently. My girlfriend got the chicken bacon ranch, and she loved it. I'm not a ranch guy. I'm a blue cheese guy with my chicken wings. Doing it the traditional way in Buffalo. 2nd and 3. Klubnik tosses it to Randall. Really the only player that's had production tonight, and he gets out to the 42. 1st and 10 for Clemson as they keep the clock rolling. Got teased in Boston for not knowing that. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Boston's always kind of petulant like that. No, not all the people, just a few of them. Is it true that Boston's favorite chain is Dunkin' Donuts? I hear shit from Illogical all the time about how Dunkin's apparently like the god of Massachusetts when it comes to fucking donuts, but it's got jalapenos. Ooh, spicy. Bodie living on the spicy side of life tonight, you guys. Klubnik back to pass, throws it over the middle, caught at the 45. Second down coming up for Clemson, and I still can't believe Clemson just decided to kneel it down and go to the half, knowing that they weren't getting the ball first. Beer and Shocky milk. That's a dangerous combo. It curdles, man. I wouldn't be able to do beer and Shocky milk. Although more power to you for getting that out. All right, 2nd and 7. Klubnik just now passed 100 yards passing for the night, by the way. From the 49 snap, Klubnik looks to throw, and it is caught deep at the 35-yard line in Louisville territory. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Tigers. I'm a Subway person. I quit eating Subway a long time ago when I realized that Jimmy John's has better quality, man. And I used to go to Subway mainly because it was cheap. And now it's not cheaper. It's about the same price as the other places, and it's inferior. Like, there's more Subways than there are Jimmy John's, but I've only been to the Subway in my town once, and I wasn't impressed. I only went there because I had a gift card. That's it. I've been there once in 5 years that I lived in the town I've lived in. Thrown to the left side of the field, and he's down at about the 30-yard line. 2nd down coming up. That's trash. The cookies are good. Subway's cookies are good. But I could give a shit less about their sandwiches. I used to get their baked chicken sandwiches with cheese and all the veggies I could get my hands on because I thought it was being healthy. But yeah, I mean, Jersey Mike's and Jimmy John's, those are the two great sub sandwich chains. Like, there's nothing better to me for lunch at work. His Klubnik hands the ball off in the middle, and he gets brought down the line of scrimmage. There's nothing better to me at work than having some Jimmy John's delivered to you. But if you ask me what I would want for lunch on a Sunday afternoon in the middle of the summer, give me a sub sandwich or a fucking cold cut sandwich of any kind, some French fries, and a tall beer with a pickle. Brother, I am set. You don't fucking bother me. I am in a good spot. Okay? A cold cut sandwich, a beer, some French fries, and a pickle. You give me those things for lunch, I'm a happy motherfucker. Okay? I'm a real simple guy. From the 30, 3rd and 6, Klubnik back to pass. And it's supposed to be a wide running back screen, and it falls incomplete and fails miserably. 4th and 6. And what do you do? Looks like Clemson's going to punt. Yeah, you got to take the points here if you're Clemson. Just take the wins where you can. The offense is absolutely struggling tonight. I mean, what's more American than that, right? Cold cut sandwich with French fries, a pickle, and a cold beer. And I mean a tall beer. Give me a mug. Worst wing franchise or brand, in my opinion. Field goal is on the way, and it is good. Clemson gets 3 points. Worst wings brand, in my opinion. B-dubs. B-dubs. They're the worst. No doubt. B-dubs is the worst. And let me tell you why. It's not because of the regular wings. The regular wings I could take or leave. They're not terrible. It's their boneless wings I fucking hate. So I'll tell you guys a story. Back during the summer, I had to take a trip up to Michigan out of nowhere, out of the blue, to see family. And on my way back, I was passing through St. Mary's, Ohio. And I pulled off in St. Mary's in the middle, like St. Mary's, Ohio, like literally middle of nowhere, Ohio, BFE, Ohio. But it's got quite a big, it's a cute little town. But I stopped in the middle of St. Mary's because I was hungry and I wanted to eat something. And they had a B-dubs. I said, okay, fuck it, have a minute of B-dubs in a minute. Got to see it at the bar. Ordered 10 boneless wings and some chips and a cold beer. Should have got the cold cut sandwich because those boneless wings were not good. And I did boneless because my beard was really out of whack. And I didn't want to clear the sauce out of my beard. I wanted it to be clean. And I hated it. The wings were too bready. They were too crispy as well. There was not enough meat in them. They were just bad, dude. You want to know where you can get some damn good wings at right now? Roosters. Go to Roosters if you want wings. Because, number one, they're bigger. Okay, bigger's always better. Number two, they're whole wings. They're not just like the drumettes and the drums, although you can't ask for that. It's got the drumette and the drums still attached, and you get the wing tips. Actually, no, they don't have them fully attached, but like you know what I mean? Like they're the whole chicken wings. And they're delicious. They don't bread them. They just fry them straight up, toss them in a nice sauce, and they're delicious. They're simple but good. I mean, I've been to Roosters twice, and they're infinitely better. That said, Wings and Rings is pretty good too. I do like Wings and Ring wings. But the other reason why I don't like B-dubs, man, it's the wing sauce. Like, it's so fucking rich. Like, I know wing sauce is just butter and Tabasco, but fuck, I shouldn't be puckering up. I shouldn't be like an old man with no fucking teeth when I fucking talk and I take a bite out of a B-dubs wing. Like, I know that's why the blue cheese is there, but fuck, dude, if it's that rich, take it easy on the fucking sauce. Rooster sauce is well balanced. It doesn't make me pucker up. I don't feel like I'm choking on it. I'm just not a fan of B-dubs' buffalo sauce. I could do any other kind of wing, but I mean, if I'm going to be talking about buffalo wings, man, B-dubs is just not it. They've really fallen off a cliff. They need to get their shit together. But I also know it depends on the location. Sounds like a skill issue. Yeah, I guess. Maybe the cooks there suck. Maybe the one in St. Mary. Maybe the B-Dubs in St. Mary's, Ohio was just trash that night, and it was their B squad working. I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know. I was just passing through. The one place I always end up going to, though, at least once when I go on road trips with the kids, we'll end up going to the Cracker Barrel at some point. It's about as American as anything else, going to Cracker Barrel. And I'm so glad they decided to stop with the rebrands and the modernization, because I love Cracker Barrel. The food's not the best part about the place. It's the atmosphere. Come to the one in my hometown and I'll get them for you. All right, I'm always down for free beer and wings. I don't care where it's at. First and 10 for the 25 for Louisville. Moss throws it to the right, and it is caught at 30. And going to be second down coming up. Worse than UMass football. That's strong language right there. I had a question, actually. Okay, why is Miami predicted to win the ACC? It's because they're the highest ranked team in the college football playoff poll. That's all. If Miami wasn't ranked higher than Louisville and Virginia, we wouldn't be talking about them. But they're ranked higher, so they're going to be considered the best team in the ACC by default. That doesn't mean they're actually going to win. Run up the gut, first down Louisville from the 36. It's stupid. It's genuinely stupid. So what if Roosters ain't in my state? Wings and Rings is a good alternative. I really love going to Wings and Rings. Their blackened chicken salad is really good, actually. I know. The fuck does you mean this guy likes salads? I love salads. It's the only thing keeping me like somewhat svelte. But their blackened chicken there is really good. Coors Banquet or Bush? Give me Bush. I fucking hate Coors. Hand off, throw to the right side, I should say, at the 40. And it's going to be second down coming up here. I don't like either, though. I don't like Coors and I don't like Bush. I do know how to eat healthy now. Can I tell you guys why I used to get Chipotle all the time when I was like last year, 300 pounds and all that shit? Just remember, you don't win friends with salad. I hear you. I fucking hear you. Because when you get salad to you, you're like, oh, I'm just trying to be healthy, and you sound fucking pretentious doing that. Sometimes, man, I'm just like, dude, I just felt like having a salad. Not because I felt healthy, but it sounded good. Here's a run up the gut by Brown. He's back in the game, and he's all the way out to the 40-yard line. First down, Louisville. Brown is just killing the Clemson Tigers tonight. Yeah, Cracker Barrel is just great. I don't know if I would stop in Detroit, though. Not because it's Detroit. I'll tell you guys a funny story here in a minute. My father told me this and about blew my fucking mind. First and 10, and we're going to have a timeout called. We got a flag down, actually. What's going on? $12 men on the field against Louisville. That's going to back them up 5 yards. Cubby asked me for my top 5 beers. I didn't even see that. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry about that. Let me answer now. Top 5 beers. Number 1, Shock Top. Number 2, gonna say Bud Light because I'm simple like that. But Shock Top's my favorite beer, bar none. From the 40-yard lines, first and 15 for Louisville. And they're going to hand it off at the middle again. He's going to break out to the 35, jumping his way to the 30. Going to be 2nd and 5 coming up here. Gain 10 yards on a single run. I don't know about I got 5 beers I'm a fan of. Shock Top is my favorite. Red Stripe is my second favorite beer. The Jamaican beer is pretty good. Stone Cold's American Lager is my third favorite beer. I'll drink damn near anything Bud Light or Budweiser. So that'll be 4 and 5. So those are my top 5. Red Stripe, the Jamaican beer, was my first ever beer I drank, actually. Handoff at the gut, and that's going to be another gain of about 5 yards. Let's see where they mark the ball. And I think it's going to be a first down. Red Stripe's great. I love Red Stripe. It's good. It's a solid beer. PBR. Oh, shit. You know, I completely forgot about PBR. PBR is my number 2, actually. Yeah, no, PBR is my number 2. So we'll go Shock Top, PBR. I forget these names so quickly. Red Stripe, Stone Cold's American Lager, and then I'll say Bud Light or Budweiser. Moss throws incomplete. Second down coming up. I'm not a fan of the Platinum Bud Light. It's kind of overrated. Although these days I drink a lot of hard cider more than I drink beer because it's a little easier to drink on stream. I don't have to get up and go to the fridge a fuck ton because it's a lot easier to drink these when they're not freezing cold than, say, a beer when it's kind of warm. And my go-to for that is always Angry Orchard. Although Reds is pretty good. Handoff goes nowhere. Going to be 3rd and long coming up for Louisville. The drive is kind of stalling out. I don't like Coors, man. Coors tastes like piss to me. That's just me. Yingling's up there, though. I like Yingling. It's all right. So 3rd and 12 coming up for Louisville. Louisville's really the only team tonight that's converted anything on 3rd down. Clemson is 0 for 8 on 3rd down conversions. 27-yard line. Moss throws it to the wide receiver. He's got to make a move to shake off the corner. He's still standing, but he's only going to get to about the 21-yard line. 4th down coming up. No love for Guinness Stout. I just don't drink Guinness enough, quite frankly. I don't have it enough. I haven't had Guinness in a couple of years. I think, I don't know, I'll get some Guinness again here soon because I think I remember the last time I even had Guinness Stout. It's good. I don't hate it. It's a good beer. It's just not what I usually reach for. It's definitely more of one of those things, if you're American, you drink it during the holiday season. So, I mean, it's about that time. Louisville will kick a field goal. It is up. It is good. 19-13. This game is officially weird. So it is 19-13. Give me 1 second here. All right. Let me tell you guys a fun story, okay? Story time with Red, once again, but it's not the kind of story time you're used to. I genuinely don't go to Detroit for a couple of reasons. Number one, I got no business being there because I don't have anybody that lives there. Number two, there's some family history involved with the city of Detroit. Now, I'm not going to name names because that would be basically doxing myself. I'm not going to do that. But I'll put it like this. A distant uncle of mine, great uncle of mine, I should say, back in the 70s, got into some shady shit and somehow ended up in Detroit and somehow ended up pissing off the Russian mafia. So it pissed off the Russian mafia to the point where they were looking for this guy by his last name. Now, I am pretty sure, about 99% confident, that all the people in the Russian mafia in Detroit that were looking for him are no longer around. But my father told me once, son, I do not want you to go to Detroit and stay there long because I don't know if any of them are still looking for his ass or if they remember his ass, but I don't want to find out by hearing about you on the news because you went to Detroit. So just don't go there. And I looked at him like, you're joking, right? He's like, yeah, I'm kind of joking. What do you mean you're kind of joking? I don't know. Blame your great uncle. He was a fucking moron. So, yeah. I don't go to Detroit because the Russian mafia wants my great uncle dead, even though he's long dead, I'm pretty sure. Mafia never forgets. I mean, I don't know what the fuck he did or what happened there, It definitely had something to do with drugs, I'm sure. Somebody did a fucking deal a la Scarface and it went horribly wrong. And I don't know if it ended up with a chainsaw in the bathtub or what, but something went awfully wrong with him and the mafia never forgets. As we all know, the mafia still exists. Look at the gambling scandal. Oh, Jesus. Gritty got destroyed. Homeboys don't play. I've actually been to Detroit at least twice, and I've never had any problems, so it's fine. I just thought that was funny. Like, of all the people that my family pissed off many, many, many years ago, it had to be the Russian fucking mafia. Oh, Jesus. Well, good times. Yeah, it had to be some full-on, like, Scarface bullshit would have had to have gone wrong for that to happen. Hey, man, listen, I got a million stories. Random shit, just name it. We're going to talk about it. These streams always go off the rails. And the kick is away. It is 19-13 Louisville as we are nearing the fourth quarter. This has been a fun stream. Why is the Russian mafia the first thing I hear when I join in? Illogical, don't worry about it, man. It's fine. It's totally fine. I remember watching this fucking short on Instagram a while back. Funniest drinking story? Oh, I'll tell you guys a good drinking story here in a minute from me, okay? Stick around for that. Red's got a drinking story for you bastards. Just hang on. First and 10 coming up for the Taggers. From the 25-yard line, Klubnik back to pass. Throws it over the middle, and it is going to be caught for the first down. Do you think he knew the machine? And if he grew up and didn't get this reference, look it up. No, the bullshit with my great uncle definitely was back in the 70s. It did not involve the Russian mafia back then. It was like back in the 70s or the 80s, way before I was around. I'm not trying to get involved with the Russian mafia. I just thought it was a funny story. If there's anybody from the Russian mafia watching this video, this is just a joke. I genuinely don't know what happened there. Don't come looking for my fucking house. Klubnik back to pass. And he's still looking. Scrambles to his left. It's going to be caught, and that's going to be another first down for Clemson at the 43. Thanks, Mario. So you have any feed picks? No, there's no feed picks because JFKH didn't complete the $1,000 mark last week. So no feed picks for you butt bastards yet. First and 10 from the 42. Yeah, I got a TikTok. It's just me putting highlights from some of my videos on there when I have time. Klubnik back to pass. Getting blitzed. Throws it away. Incomplete. Out of bounds. Hold on. We're nearing the end of the quarter. I'll tell you guys this drinking story here in a minute when we get to the quarter break. We got 4 seconds in the third, so then I'll tell you the drinking story. Yeah, I got some stories for you. I got some lifelong tales of fuckery to tell you. What games did you play? Any Call of Duty? Yeah, dude, I'm a veteran of Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3. I mean, I was there for peak Call of Duty. Snap, Klubnik. They're going to hand the ball off at the middle, and he's going to get out to about the 40, 35-yard line, and that is the end of the third quarter. Oh, yeah, Black Ops Zombies. Come on, man. You don't play Black Ops, and then you don't play Black Ops Zombies. That's the shit. Okay, story time. So, I got a drinking story for you bastards. And before I say any of this, I'm not going to name names of people because I don't know what they do for a living anymore. So, when I was 19, and I dropped out of college. This is what happened. I had dropped out of college. I was running around with a couple of friends of mine who were going to the University of Cincinnati. The first Friday night of the school year, I was on UC's campus after the students had all shown up and everything else. So I think it was Rush campus, since Rush week. Yeah. A couple of my boys that I knew invited me out there. So I went out to a friend's house and we just started pounding away the beers. And we start walking around UC's campus. And Cincinnati's campus, it's in the middle of Clifton. It's a wonderful, beautiful campus. It just happens to be in the middle of a bad part of town. So you had to be a little cautious there. But still, I'm drinking underage, getting plastered. And we end up passing by the frat houses. We go through all that. And I remember distinctly at one point, I slipped my buddy my card because he said we were out of beer. And I said, here, take this. I just got paid today. I was working at a Kentucky Fried Chicken. That was my job. I was frying chicken. No, I don't eat at KFC anymore. Trust me, it's gross. I slipped my buddy my card, and I was like, here, take this. Go get us the biggest case of beer you could find. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. It's not going to flag it for me being underage by giving you my card. So he goes inside, pulls out a 30 brick of PBR. A 30-can brick of PBR. And boys, let me just tell you, we went to town. We start walking down the campus. It's just 5 of us, and we ain't going to drink 5 beers each because we were already five. Each of us were already 5 beers deep. Some of the guys already had Jack Daniels and vodka in them. So we were already drunk. We weren't going to drink it all. So I'm literally, as we're walking by students, I'm like, you want a beer? Here you go. You want a beer? Here you go. Here you go. You want beer? Here you go. I was the beer fairy. I was just handing beer to all the people that I saw walking by. There wasn't a lot. It was like 3 a.m. at this point. Next thing I remember, we are right by Nippert Stadium on the little green I want to say playing field that they have there next to Nippert Stadium. And we have a football. Don't know where we found the football, but we had the football. And we were tossing the football around and shotgunning beers while the Army ROTC was fucking right there running drills. It was like 2 or 3 in the morning, and the Army ROTC was running drills on the other side of the field while me and a few of our boys were shotgunning PBRs on the side of this artificial turf field. And literally one guy from the ROTC was literally like, are they shotgunning over there? They're shotgunning over there. And we keep walking. We leave the beer cans behind. We keep walking. Next thing I know, we are singing songs, Russian folk songs, on a monument in the middle of campus. And it's like 3 a.m. And I remember distinctly, I don't know how we ended up at the top of this monument because it was in the middle of campus. But we were singing, I didn't even speak Russian, and we were singing Russian folk songs in the middle of campus. It was like a full Bert Kreischer moment, as there is a run up the gut, and that's going to be a first down for Clemson. And finally, we make it back to the campus at 4 a.m. And the funny part about getting back into the campus is that I was not a student. So they had to sneak my ass into the dorms. And the way they did this was simple. The newer apartment dorms that they had for UC at the time, the students would go in, they would go to the stairs behind the check-in desk where the ID was. They would pop open the door and say, get the fuck in here. And we would climb 4 flights of stairs and then get off to get on an elevator. That's how they snuck people into the UC dorm rooms. And I spent the night living like a UC student, even though I never gave them a dime of my money. And that is a drinking story. I woke up 4 hours later, hungover as shit, eating cold eggs and fries in the UC cafeteria with a few of the guys. Just drowning my shit in ketchup. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for Clemson. Klubnik back to pass, still looking, and he gets dropped behind the line of scrimmage, but it's going to be a flag for a horse collar tackle. I'm going to give him the sack, but it's going to be a first down.
This ain't no ballet, motherfucker. This is for real. Come on.
So there you go. I got some stories from when I was an actual college student at Wilmington College, but I'm not going to divulge those tonight. But yeah, no, and that's like, honestly, that drinking story is probably the best drinking story because nobody got hurt. Nobody got harmed except for probably throwing up the following morning. The worst thing we did was probably piss off the Army ROTC guys, but they honestly didn't bother us, so we didn't bother them. I think one of them came out in the middle of drills and threw the ball with us at one point. I can't remember. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line for Clemson after the penalty. They're going to get about 4 yards on the carry there out to the 6. 2nd and goal coming up. I mean, that's just – if you're going to have a drinking story, man, and you want to be like me, don't be like me. But, I mean, that's about – this was like in 2014, too. So, like, it wasn't all that long ago, all things considered. Only like 11 years. 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. I know that sounds like a long time ago. I really wasn't. From the 6.5-yard line, snap, Klubnik, back to pass. He's getting blitzed, hit on the throw. And he's going to muscle his way forward down at about the 1-yard line. Okay, all right. It was a while ago. It was over a decade ago. I get it. I'm 30. Third and goal from the 1. Snap, handoff at the middle. Fumble! Ball popped out. Where's the football? Who's got it? Who's got it? And Clemson somehow recovers it. And it is going to be a 4th down. And we got a flag down on the play as well. We got a flag down. There was a fumble. Helmet on the ball. It flew out. But who's got, so Clemson has the ball, but what's the foul about? Unsportsmanlike conduct on Louisville and Clemson. Fouls offset. It's 4th and goal. Fouls occurred after the play was over. Fouls offset. So no harm done by anybody. I was out drinking one night, had to urinate, couldn't wait to get inside. So I'm doing in the bushes by her door. My mom and grandma opened the door. Damn, that's not good. All sorts of vendors and the knickknacks in the Market Square in Pittsburgh on Small Business Saturday. I think the missus might like that. If I can do the 4-hour drive out to Pittsburgh, man, I might take you up on that. We'll see what happens though. I'm gonna be actually I won't be able to. I'll be at home on Saturday after Black Friday. Fumble again! They fumbled it twice! No! They went for it on 4th down. They didn't get the conversion. Not only did they fumble the ball, but it's a turnover on downs. Are you fucking serious?
Hey! The people have spoken, and they say, I don't believe it. That kind of shit is just unacceptable.
Okay, just hang on a second here. We do got a flag down again. I don't know what about. It had to be something else. But, yeah, Clemson has dropped the ball twice. All right. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on Louisville. So that's going to back them up half the distance to the goal. But it's still first down for Louisville. So the turnover stands. It's Louisville football, but they're going to be backed up another foot because they're already inside the 5. So who gives a shit? Yeah, Clemsoning is in full effect tonight, guys. You got Butterfingers and Fumbalaya served up tonight. God damn, Jonathan, you ain't wrong. Oh, boy. Clemson is Clemsoning. Puppy Bear, good night. Thank you for joining us. Again, if you want to have your comments shown on stream, feel free to drop a donation. Any amount will do. My girlfriend texted me as well, so I'm trying to keep up with both you guys and her, which that's not hard to do, but still. All right, well, we got ourselves an interesting game with just over 11 minutes left here. Louisville's got the ball inside the 5. They got a 6-point lead, not really comfortable. They got an opportunity here to add to it and make it a 2-score lead before they get the ball back. But, I mean, I also am not confident that they're going to be able to do that. Arctic with the $2. Thank you, Arctic. Bigger underachievers, Clemson or Penn State? Oh, Penn State. Penn State is the biggest underachiever out of the two by a country mile. They were in the semifinals in the national championship game last year. They were one play away from making the national title, and they blew it. And they blew it so hard, it carried into the next season, and they completely went to shit so bad. They got to play a win or go to oblivion game tomorrow against Michigan State. They're both coming into the game 3-6. That's one of the sicko balls, by the way. They're just both trying not to die. And if you ask me, Penn State's going to get kicked into the pit of death tomorrow. It's bad. It's really bad. Penn State's the biggest disappointment of the season because at least Clemson still has their head coach. They still have their head coach, man. Penn State is completely gone. They're fucked. I know Clemson underachieved too, but man, I didn't really believe in the Clemson hype to begin with. I bought hook, line, and sinker into the Penn State hype because I saw how they did last season. I immediately thought that it was going to be a great year for Penn State. We saw how that went. Oh, and the flag was because the defensive player bumped into Klubnik and Klubnik flopped. So it's 1st and 10 from the 2-yard line for Louisville. They're just trying to get breathing room at this point. Handoff up the middle, and they're going to break free out to the 5, to the 10, 15, 20, 25 out of bounds. But there is a flag. Hold everything. There is a flag. Holding on Louisville. So that's going to back them up to the 1-yard line now. Holding on the tight end. No, it's actually the fullback. They had a power I formation, and the fullback held on this play. And, yeah, you're going to get that called on you every single time. He hugged the fucking defender. He literally went up and did this. And he hugged the defender. You cannot do that. The referees are going to throw a flag on you every fucking time for that. So it's 1st and 11 now. One of the rare down plays. 1st and 11 from the 1-yard line. And they're just going to sneak it to get themselves a yard of real estate. This drive is not going to produce anything for Louisville at this rate. He's a loving soul. He just wants to make peace. Make peace another way, bro. Clemson is back again. You bet your ass Clemson is back again. 2nd and 10 from the 2-yard line for Louisville. Quarterback has to take the snap inside the end zone, for God's sake. They're in shotgun formation. Clemson's going to rush 5. Blitzing. Quick pass to the outside. Incomplete. 3rd and down. I mean, if you're Clemson, you're just blitzing at this point, trying to get the safety. If you ask me, they should be doing a screenplay on this. Do a screen. Because you know they're going to blitz. So run a fucking screen. It's a quick pass. You get it out of the way quickly. And most importantly, your running back's able to get up a few yards upfield. Who do I want winning? The Meteor. I don't have a dog in this fight. I would like to see Louisville win to get Clemson that much closer to a bowl-less season, but we'll see. Run up the gut. Shifts to the left side. And he'll be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. That's going to be a punt coming up for Louisville. So who I want winning is not really relevant here because I could care less. But if I had to pick between the two, I would say Clemson. I would love to see lose because then they'll be 3, 4, and 6 and 1 game away from bowl elimination, which would be fucking hilarious. And that might push Dabo out the door. I genuinely don't know. It could. I don't think it will, but it could. And that would just increase the chaos and the amount of work I have to do in a week. So, hey. So, 4th and 5 from the 7. And the kick is away. Turner calls Peter. And they're going to get the ball out to about the 44. So, going to be 1st and 10 coming up. South Carolina Gamecock Addict says, and one more mistake from unsubbing. No liking Clemson. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I figured that much. I know Gamecocks and Tigers go about as well together as oil and water. So I get it, man. I get it. Appreciate you being here, though. Oh, God. Oh, dear Lord. Guys, hang on. What the fuck is this? Take a guess at what that is. Do you see what this is right here? That's apparently a pizza. What in the fuck is that? They did not make a good... Literally, that pizza looks like somebody took it out of the oven, just punched it a few times, and then put it in the box. God damn. My girlfriend's working tonight, and she sent me that picture because she bought a little pizza for her lunch because she works 3rd shift, and she said, like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, that's the ugliest goddamn pizza. That pizza's been sat on or something. I'm gonna take the girlfriend to something. Where'd she get it from? The hospital she works at. Yeah, I'm assuming she got that from the hospital that she works at. She's a nurse. I'm not going to say where, but she's a nurse. And we all know how hospital food can be. And we all know that they try their best, but the quality for the patients is about the same as they serve for normal people. So, yeah, no, that pizza. Did they mix up the cadavers with the pizza again? Are you fuck God? I've seen worse from McDonald's. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I need to take her somewhere now tomorrow to make up for that because that is awful. I think I know a place where we can go to get some damn good pizza. That's for sure. Are you telling the whole world of? There's my girlfriend. Say hi to my girlfriend, guys. That's Mo. Hi. Are you telling the whole world about my pizza? Yes, honey. I'm telling the whole world about your pizza. And you should really look at the comments because they are just absolutely dragging your pizza right now. And it's so fucking hilarious. Somebody. Oh, God. Everybody say hi to my girlfriend. Love you, honey. I love you, honey. She hates when I just say love you. And Clemson, they just got a massive play, run up the middle, out to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, out of bounds near the 10-yard line, and Clemson knocking on the door. Yeah. I'm sorry, hon. I really am. But I'll make it up to you tomorrow. I know it's not my fault you have a shit pizza tonight, but we'll make up for this tomorrow. We'll make up for this food crime tomorrow 100%. From the 10-yard line, first and goal for Clemson. Handoff up the middle. And he's going to be down at about the 6-yard line. First and goal, Clemson. They're one touchdown away from taking the lead. Yeah, how the fuck do you fuck up pizza that badly? Like, genuinely, an Italian looks at this and immediately cries. Because that is just terrible. Our nurses should get better pizzas than that, man. That's ridiculous. It literally looks like a toddler got a hold of the pizza box, pulled a slice off, put it back, shook it up, and then threw it out. Randall with a direct snap up the middle, and going to be third and goal coming up about the 4-yard line for Clemson. That would get you kneecapped here in New Jersey. Goddamn. Serve a pizza like that, you get your kneecap broken. Looked like a blended possum on a plate. Oh my God. You guys are just destroying her pizza right now. Oh my God. Oh, wait a second here. Burger King could at least make it edible. Shit, I've seen B-Dub serve raw chicken. Oh my God. The stories I could tell. I know 2 Italians will say not approved. Hey, Red, whoever made that pizza dumbass of the week. I agree. I don't know if I'll make it official, but I agree. Whoever made that goddamn pizza is dumbass of the week. Beef and broccoli with an egg roll. You got it, honey. You got it. You deserve better pizza, Mo. We love going to this place in Milford, Ohio, called Little Miami Brew. They make the best margarita pizza. We love margarita pizza. It's so good. If you never had margarita pizza, it is the simplest goddamn pizza in the world. It is just uncooked. It has to be uncooked tomato sauce, mozzarella, basil, and that's it. You chuck that shit in the oven and you cook it, and it's delicious. It comes out. This place they got a couple other places around the Cincinnati area, the little Miami Brew in Milford is the best place to go get margarita pizza. It is so good. So fucking good. It's so simple, but man, we go there all the god as often as we can, and we just kill a large one. I thought you just pour a margarita on a pizza. Not that kind of margarita. Yeah, a little olive oil too, but you don't really see that. Yeah, the crust has to be so goddamn crispy that when you crack into it, it should sound like you're eating like chips. And it's got to have a little bit of, it's got to have a few dark spots on the bottom from the pizza oven. They have like they got like a whole ass like coal fire or interior oven they use to make the pizza there. The crust has to have some black spots on the bottom in order for it to be good. Has to. My kids are not fans of margarita pizza yet, but man, when they get there, they'll appreciate it one day. So yeah. No, I'm sorry, Andrew. I'm sorry. Do I prefer Skyline or Gold Star chili? So that's an interesting question. I like Skyline chili for the conies and the three ways, but I love Gold Star for their cold cut sandwiches and their burgers. But I do love their chili as well. They have chili salads there, which are fucking amazing. 3rd and goal for Clemson from the 3-yard line. Klubnik, quick toss to the outside. Does he get to the end zone? He does not. He is down at the 1. You're a Detroit-style pizza guy? Detroit-style pizza is pretty good. It's a good pizza. Have I ever had Sloppy Joe sandwiches? Come on, man. Actually, my girlfriend made some killer Sloppy Joes a few weeks back. They were delicious. Homemade from scratch Sloppy Joes. Beat the shit out of the shit I used to eat in school, that's for sure. How does Skyline chili taste? I don't know, dude. It's a unique flavor all to its own. It's chili, but it's got a deeper flavor than that. It's got a really, really deep chili flavor. You get just the barest hint of like a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of chocolate, dark chocolate, not like sweet chocolate, and it's really, really good. I mean, you could eat that shit by the bowl if you want, but it's really good as like a sauce on top of your hot dogs or your spaghetti. It's so good. You can buy that shit out of the can and go try it for yourself. I think a lot of stores, I think Kroger's, if you go to a Kroger, they should have cans of Skyline chili somewhere. I don't know about that. I mean, the Skyline chili can keep a while because it has a lot of salt in it. But like, I don't know if it's like reused chili. Yeah, Wendy's chili and Skyline chili, they're not the same thing. You cannot compare the two. Because when you think chili, you kind of think it's like a little bit of like a tomato forward kind of thing. And you don't taste tomatoes in the chili at all because it's cooked down for so much and so long. The tomato flavor is kind of gone. You get left with the other flavors that are in there. It's one of those things that's like you either love Skyline or you hate it. There's no like, it's all right. Another brand that's really good around here is Dixie Chili, which is a smaller brand. It's only got like 5 restaurants still, but they're around the northern Kentucky area. They're pretty good. Dixie Chili, Empress Chili, Camp Washington is legendary. Blue Ash Chili is legendary. You got a bunch of different chili places in Cincinnati. We were really good with chili here. Hell yeah, Nick. Hell yeah, hell. I'll be looking forward to that one day. Maybe fuckers ever find me in the street, we'll have a beer. There's not a ton of Culvers down here. Yeah, it's definitely chili season. 4th and goal for Clemson. They're going for it at the 1. Hand off at the middle. And he's going to get in there, I think. Touchdown, Clemson.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back. Woo! Who can stop me? Tell me, who can stop me? What? Yeah! Woo!
Clemson gets into the end zone with a run up the gut, and the second effort works. So we got a tied game for the moment. Clemson's about to take the lead with the extra point, though, thanks to Louisville missing the extra point earlier in the game. And it's under review, but I don't see how they overturn it. In nomine de Padre, etc., etc. All right. What the hell are you saying? Clemson touchdown. I'll be damned. Yep, they finally got into the end zone for the first time in a while. I know they had one touchdown earlier in the game, but they just have not had that best of luck tonight. Someone's gonna get the shit kicked in. Let's see here. Clemson did get a touchdown in the second quarter, so I mean, it's not the first touchdown they've had all night. Secret to a good chili is fire roasted tomatoes, canned adobo, and V8 as a bit. V8 as a base. I think my girlfriend mentioned something about V8 in chili before. I've never tried it like that. I mean, we'll talk more chili here in a minute. Extra point lineup, the all-important extra point. And the kick is good, so Clemson has a 1-point lead right now. I heard about that Josh Pate scenario that Duke talked about, or that Josh Pate talked about with Duke. And I'll give you my honest opinions. It's not happening. It's the doomsday scenario, but like it's so incredibly. You would have to have a lot of shit go right in order for Duke to make it in. You would have to have everything implode. And I mean implode in the ACC for Duke to make it in at this point. So, I mean, I don't think it's really all that feasible. And I mean, it's gonna probably end tomorrow because Duke and Virginia are gonna duke it out, and no pun intended, I think Virginia's got the edge there. We'll see. I don't know. Gopher Hockey is going to lose to Long Island. I need all the Culvers. Send Wild William all the Culvers you guys can get. As there's a kick into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see. And trick play for Louisville coming up here. It's going to be a screen. They're going to have some space out to the 30, the 35, 40. He's broken free. 45, 40, 35, 30. Inside the 30-yard line. God damn. And Louisville has a first down and flips the field entirely on a clever trick play on the wide receiver screen. Woo, buddy. Here we go. They are going to review the play to make sure he didn't step out of bounds. Whoa, Nelly. As the late, great Keith Jackson would say. Oh, he's close there, but he's not out. He's not out there. Let's see what the next frame shows. I don't see any white between that shoe. It's close. He's inches away, but it's close. That is in bounds. That is in, yeah, he's in bounds. Oh, no. Update on the pizza scandal rocking my girlfriend right now. She is stuck also eating macaroni salad and chips with the pizza. Macaroni salad and sun chips to complement the dog shit pizza she was forced to get. Good Lord, I feel terrible for her. I'm so sorry, honey. That is just tragic. We already had. No, it's not the fact, dude. Macaroni salad from a hospital kitchen. That's the problem. You can imagine the results of that. They already fucked the pizza up. They're gonna fuck that up too. The only thing good there is the sun chips. Oh no. Call is upheld on review. It's just not a good lunch. I feel terrible for her. God damn it. Yeah, I know. I'll give her a nice hug in the morning when she gets home. She has to work third shift tonight. Does she have a cold drink to have with it? I think water. Remember, she's a nurse, so she can't like have a cold beer right now. Although I bet she wants one. Yeah. I owe her Chinese takeout tomorrow. That's for damn sure. She needs some good Chinese takeout, maybe more. I feel like the Brits were eating better with German bombers overhead compared to that hospital food. God damn. So a 30 brick of PBR would be out of the question. Most definitely a 30 brick of PBR would be out of the question. God damn it, Jonathan. Oh, Jesus. Well, we got to stop here on 2nd and 9 for Louisville. And the timeout's been called by the Cardinals. They got 2 left. Score bug is wrong. We got 2 left. Once again, ever had a tin of bully beef? What the fuck is bully beef? Is that a Jersey thing or something? Bully beef? If you know what spotted dick is, thumbs up the comment. If you don't, put a shocked face in the comments. But that's a food, spotted dick. It's British food. It comes in a can. I think it's a sweet. Although I'm not 100% sure. Why they name it that, I don't fucking know. 2nd and 9 from the 30, the 26-yard line. They're going to hand the ball off to the outside. And going to be brought back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down coming up here. So bad the prisoners of war would need it. Good Lord. Moss back to pass, 3rd and 9. And he can get brought down for the sack. 4th down. And Louisville's going to have to kick a field goal here.
This ain't no ballet, motherfucker. This is for real. Come on.
I think the British did eat something like that, but I don't know what's in that. And I'm not going to repeat the word because obviously in the American states, it's not, that doesn't mean the same thing here. Imagine if the person who served the food to your girlfriend was a Michigan or Ohio State fan. Well, that's shit because she's a Hoosier fan. Snap good. Hold on the way. Kick is up. Oh, my God. Oh, no. They missed the kick wide right.
What? Are you an idiot?
The field goal kick was no good. Clemson still leads. We got 4 minutes left in the ball game. Oh, no. Oh, no. God fucking damn it. Louisville's about to fall out of the race entirely. Second missed field goal of the night for Louisville. God damn it. Louisville has 2 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout. Louisville's kicker is going to be slaughtered all night. Yeah, this kicker is going to get roasted in the comments. Oh, no. Anyway. Louisville's not helping the ACC avoid the doomsday scenario. Virginia has to finish the job to avoid the doomsday scenario tomorrow. If we want to avoid doomsday, Virginia's got to beat Duke tomorrow. I hate that Josh Pate put that into the world, though. God damn it. First attempt for Clemson from the 32-yard line. Klubnik's going to throw it to the outside. And it's going to be caught. Gain of about 3-4 yards. They're going to call 3 yards on the gain there. Second down coming up. You're going to be an interesting finish here. That's for damn sure. All right. Let's see here. 2nd and 6 from the 35. Klubnik hands the ball off up the middle. And it's not even going to be a yard gain there. We're going to be back at the line of scrimmage. Third down coming up. Clemson's just trying to burn some time at this point. Trying to milk the clock. Third and 6 coming up here for Clemson. From the 36, Klubnik, back to pass, still looking. Throws over the middle. Incomplete. Tried to get a wide receiver screen going in the middle of the field. Did not work. 4th and 6. 2.5 minutes to go. Louisville's going to get a chance to get the ball back. Do or die coming up for the Cardinals. Do or fucking die. Oh, they fucked up the punt! They fucked up the punt! Clemson fucked up the punt! Clemson fucked up the punt! Bobbled the snap! Punter didn't even get it off! He is tackled in the backfield! It's a turnover on downs! And they lost the fucking field position. They're inside the 25.
I don't believe it. That kind of shit is just unacceptable.
He fields the punt, drops it's a low snap, bounces off the turf. Punter could not get back up after getting hit. Oh my goodness. We have nuclear Clemsoning happening right now. And I just beat the shit out of my desk. It is 1st and 10 for Louisville at the 23-yard line. They're just outside of the red zone. And Louisville fucks the ball. They just went offsides. God, false start on Louisville. Where is the fucking discipline? No, here's the fucked up part, Texas. Both teams are choking. Both teams are trying to choke. Who chokes harder? Who chokes harder right now? Is it Clemson or is it Louisville, for God's sake? Oh, God damn it. Who's going to win? Neither team deserves to win, but who's going to win? They try to run the ball up the middle, and it goes fucking nowhere. Are you shitting me? You're going to rely on your kicker again? Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Don't do this to me, Louisville. Don't fucking do this to me. I think I'm going to take a look right now and just play a song for us. We're at the 2-minute timeout, but literally this whole fucking game has just been this nonstop. Yeah, so this is just what the fuck are we getting? What the hell is it? What are we watching? What are we fucking watching right now? This has just been one big goddamn circus of a game. Yeah, it needs to have circus music at this point. Like, it's required. Let me see if I can find that file zip. Hang on. I do have that. I should have that track. Hang on. I thought I did. Can't find it. Damn it, Zip. Didn't I have that fucking clown pre-track? No, I can't find that. Yeah, pretty much. This whole fucking thing is just go.
What the f was that?
Arby's.
We have got beef, motherfucker!
It's a fucking shit show at this point, guys. I don't know what to tell you at this point. Like, it's so fucking dumb what's going on here. 2nd and 17 for Louisville at the 30-yard line. Nobody wants to win this goddamn game anymore. But Clemson's in the lead by 1. Handoff to the left side. 3rd down coming up. Louisville is just going to – are you shitting me right now? We got a flag down, and it's going to be against Louisville. Are you fucking kidding me? No. It's the 4th quarter. Dude, what is happening right now? Louisville is about to take another flag on the play. Hang on. Let's see where the flag is thrown on. Hang on. What? I just saw a flag thrown at the end of the play there, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. And it's a foul on Louisville. Are you unsportsmanlike conduct on Louisville? The offensive lineman shoved the defensive lineman down. Are you fucking kidding me? That is a 15-yard penalty that effectively knocks Louisville out of field goal range. It is 3rd and 29. And your kicker has missed 2 kicks in this game. Louisville has 8 penalties for 60 yards. Oh my God. The ball is on the fucking 42. 3rd down. Moss throws it. He's got to get to the 40. He gets to the 40. He's still on his feet. 35-30. He's back to the 29. That'll help his kicker out. God damn it. Meeks might have just saved the game for Louisville with that second effort. He got hit on the catch. He had enough for the kicker to at least try for it from the 40, but he got the ball all the way into the 29, which will help us kicker out quite a bit. So 4th and 15. Clemson's got to take a timeout with 1.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Oh my God. This is a goddamn mess. Yeah, this is an absolute shit show. 2 missed field goals for Louisville. One was a doink. The other was wide right. A coastal cataclysm, yeah, I guess. So they got the kicker for Louisville has a chance to redeem himself. No, wait, they got a different kicker out there. They got a new kicker on the field, Nick Keller. From 46 yards, new kicker for Louisville. He has made a 57 before. Kick is on the way. Wide right again. No! No! 3 field goals missed. Hang on. Flag down, flag down, flag down. Let's see if the flag is on. Who's the flag on? Unsportsmanlike conduct on Louisville after the play was over as the cherry on top of this shit Sunday. Clemson still takes over. Oh my God. No.
I don't believe it. That kind of shit is just unacceptable.
Louisville is going to lose this game because of 3 missed field goals. The pizza is the real winner tonight. Less disappointing. Sorry, Mo. God. Oh, my God. Yeah, I agree with you, Zep. Louisville might have just made dumbass of the week right here with this game. Like, how do you lose a fucking game by missing 3 field goals? The stupidity of it all. Now, Louisville has 2 timeouts left, but if Clemson gets a first down, it's literally over. They have a chance to get the ball back, but it's not looking good. 1 more first down, it's over. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6. It's ACC after dark, but like this? Yeah, like this. Just like this. Oh, dear Lord. I'm glad we picked this game. Wow. Timeout, Louisville. 1.5 minutes to go. Louisville's running out of time and kickers. Yeah. They didn't even bring out their Ranvier, who's been the one missing tonight. They brought a different kicker out, and he missed it. It went wide right. And Louisville, I mean, they didn't help the kicker on this case either because they committed an unsportsmanlike conduct foul, which backed them up 15 yards. They were lucky to get the ball at the 29. And he still shanked it wide. He over missed the kick. So this is just a goddamn shame. Louisville's ACC championship hopes die because of penalties and having a bad kicker. Unbelievable. This game is so drunk, it's hungover and throwing up, and the game isn't even over yet. Handoff at the gut again. Stopped again. They're going to call a timeout, I think. Yeah, third down. Third down coming up here for Clemson. They just need a first down to get it all the way, to get the win. But now Louisville, if they can get a stop here, Clemson can only burn 40 more seconds off the clock before they would have to call a timeout and then punt the ball. So if they get a stop, Louisville's going to get the ball back, but Miller Moss has been goddamn ineffective tonight, so I don't know what their chances are looking like at this point. Not great. I can tell you that right now. It ain't looking great at all. If Clemson fucks another punt up, I will pull the liquor out. I'm out of beer, so I mean, yeah, go for it, brother. And I was going to say, that's not guaranteed. Clemson could easily fuck up the punt at this point. I didn't want to have to talk about this game, but now I'm going to have to. I think this game might have graduated from rapid fire into full-on, like, Sickos Bowl. I'm not kidding. And because this game was just absolutely garbage to watch. 3rd and 7. Louisville might make a Sickos Bowl as a fucking 7-2 team. We got a timeout being called on the field. ACC always chugging cognac. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Zep, what did you send me? Welcome back to the ACC Clown Show starring these two fuckers. Who wants to win? Apparently nobody. This game is so sick it needs life support. Not even life support could save this game. 3rd and 7 for Clemson on the 45. Please end the game right here. No, they're not. Klubnik's going to try to run. He's going to get brought down behind the backfield. 4th down. The clown show continues. Louisville is going to get the ball back. Welcome back to Division I college football, sort of. I'd say this is coming down to who wants it more, but do either of them want it? This is just pure stupid. This is why ties should still exist, but we can't even tie the game because Louisville missed the extra point. And delay of game Clemson, because obviously they're going to want to take a delay of game here to burn as much clock as possible. The puncher's already fucked up once tonight. This game is more raw than anything served to Gordon fucking Ramsay. I agree. Where's the lamb sauce? Okay, let's pause the clown music for a second. Thank you, Zep, for resending that to me. I completely lost it. All right, Clemson, just kick the ball. That's all you need to do. Just kick the ball. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. And the punt is away, thank God for them. And the ball will bounce, and the returner will field it at the 16 and be brought down. So Louisville has 30 seconds to get in the field goal range. We got our flag. We got another flag. I repeat, there is a flag on the field. The clown show shall continue. There's a goddamn penalty flag. On who? And when was it thrown? Holding on Louisville during the return. They still get the ball back. First down. God damn it. Somebody please end this shit already. I just want the game to be done now. I don't even care anymore. I don't even care who wins at this point. Just end this fucking game. Oh, God. 1st and 10 from the 9-yard line. It's going to take a miracle here. How many Hail Marys do you need to win this one, Louisville? Well, they got enough for a first down there. It's going to stop the clock for a moment. 25 seconds. Clock stops while they reset the chains. And snap. Louisville looking. Throws over the middle. It's going to be caught. And they are short of the first down. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Spikes the ball. 12 seconds left. And Louisville is nowhere near field goal range, so they need to get downfield. They need to hurry the fuck up. Imagine this becomes Groundhog Day and you got to rewatch it intermittently. Yeah, no, fuck that. I'm good. I'm fucking good. Louisville has 10 penalties for 83 yards tonight. Are you fucking serious right now? Snap, back to pass. Moss throws it. It's dropped incomplete. Stops the clock with 8 seconds left. Couldn't hold on to the ball. And, well, so here we go. 4th and 1 for Louisville. This is it right here. 8 seconds to go. You got to get a first down. And you got to hurry the fuck up and get one more play. Moss back to throw. Over the middle. Incomplete. And we're finally done. Fuck! What the fuck was I watching? God damn it! Fuck! Clemsoning so hard they didn't fucking Clemson! Are you shitting me? Louisville, you are fucking useless! Play my music. Louisville, you're a poverty football program. Motherfucker! Don't even hate you, and this shit made me hate you. Fuck! I've seen some real piece of shit football games in my time, but man, that takes the cake. That was awful to watch. Congratulations to Clemson, I guess. Somehow you won. I don't know how, but somehow you fucking won. And you shouldn't have, but you did. So where's that goddamn clip Squid loves to play? Hang on a second.
And but just, you know, to win, you got to not lose. I mean, it's just simple as that.
Wise words, Dabo. Wise words. To win, you got to not lose. And God damn it, they did not lose tonight. Well, that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for being here. This was one of the more frustrating football games I have seen all season. I don't want to talk about it in. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and just say this right now. I'm going to mention it in rapid fire, and that's where it's going to stay. And I'm only going to say, I'm not talking about this. It shall not be spoken of. This game did not exist. And that is how I describe this goddamn ball game. I'm not going to give it dignity by giving it a fucking spot on my main list of videos. It doesn't deserve that! The list of videos I talk about at length in a goddamn week chaos in my college football recap does not deserve to be fucking shot on by whatever the fuck this was! No, I'll throw it in rapid fire, but this is the game I'm never going to talk about again. It doesn't deserve it. It doesn't fucking deserve my words. Fuck! I'm not even a Louisville fan and it pissed me off, man. All right, that's it. I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. And enjoy your college football Saturday tomorrow. I'll see you bastards Monday for the FBS report with Squid. And until then, have a good night. Go watch Oregon and Minnesota. That's actual football, not whatever the fuck this was. Enjoy your evening. And as I serenade you at the end with more, hang on. I'm going to serenade you bastards to the finish with more of this beautiful, beautiful music that sums it up entirely. Good night.